You're listening to littlepodcast.com.
Why you gotta take it there?
Retake. This isn't gonna work.
We're not talking about any integrity.
We are trying to exploit a generation.
Ever tell you about that time when I paid for Chinese food with the DVD? The grease is the gravy.
You guys played footsie under the table.
Well, yes, but that's irrelevant. I can smell Pepto-Bismol from here. It tastes like an antacid tablet. Why are there so many Draculas everywhere? No, there's vampires everywhere.
Welcome to Born in the 80s, episode 159. I'm your host, John Rowe, joined by my co-host,
Adam Ham.
That's right, Adam the Haminator.
Yeah.
That's right, it's a Terminator, but for pork products.
Yep. That's me.
I'll be back, bacon. Get to the pork chopper.
Do you remember that
Yeah.
comic? Yes.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The Comcast?
What? Oh,
Comics.
John Comics?
Yeah, and the Hammer.
I got those somewhere on my computer. I really should put those up.
You should.
It's a comic strip I drew about Adam and John. I don't even know what the point of it was.
I drew a little mini one about the Hammer, who had like a ham as a weapon, and he
Oh, yeah. That's right. The Hammer. Yeah, Adam, you just left me dry here with Arnold Schwarzenegger pork-related puns.
Sorry, I didn't know there were
Oh,
that
wait, no,
many.
I got one. You said you'd grill me last. I lied. What are other ones? Oh, God. I'm done. Adam,
Okay.
you're not gonna come back at me with this.
I think that's kind of a dry area.
You can't think of pork-related puns for
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Arnold Schwarzenegger one-liners.
Not really. Not that many.
Oh my God. I don't. Yeah. Oh. You know what? If I had, well, let's restart. Let me write a bunch of these down so I can
Yeah.
pop them off
Exactly.
real quick. Wait. I'm just gonna look up Arnold Schwarzenegger one-liners. I'm gonna get a list. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Oh God. My internet is slow. Anyway, what you up to?
Not too much this week. I watched some shows, some stories.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. I watched John Wick finally,
Okay.
because I had been wanting to. I actually bought it.
Hey, digitalspy.com, go fuck yourself. 20 Arnold Schwarzenegger one-liners in 20 fucking pages of click-through
Oh yeah,
bullshit.
gotta get those page views.
I won't, actually, because I went away from your page. I mean, I got one view out of me, but I'm not going to actually do it.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Oh, here we go. Okay. Yep, no, it's cool. George is just peeing behind me. It's getting me confused.
Sounds magical.
Let's see here. Oh man. I can't. Adam, you don't got any.
I'll be bacon.
I said I'll be back, bacon, and you weren't listening.
No, I wasn't. I'm sorry.
So you missed out on that one, but I'll be bacon. That's I'd watch that.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry. You picked two things that don't really go together that well.
Well, they should. All I know is that no matter what website you go to, it will take an hour to load because all of the internet has become the worst thing in the world. You know what's really funny is that, like, how websites were terrible and shit in the 90s because everyone had stupid, like, animated web animations and, like, fucking site under construction stick men using pickaxes.
Right.
Bullshit going on, and now it's gone back to that with, like, 8,000 animated ads and auto-playing video ads
I don't see the
on
ads,
websites.
so
I don't either.
I block them.
Because I have AdBlock Plus, which there are certain websites, actually, there are certain websites that I know that I go to that are served by ads, like they make money off the ads.
Like Hulu or...
Well, there's certain websites that I allow ads to exist because I know they'll just be, like, for instance, a popular web forum I go to, Quarter to Three. I actually have AdBlock Plus, but on that site I allow ads because they're always just a banner ad, you know, and I know they get money from my views, and so when I'm on the site, I let them show up. Just because
You ever actually click on the ads?
I actually have, if it's something interesting.
Oh, okay.
Just because I will, because I know it helps. So I'm like, well, that looks like something from Amazon I might buy, and I'll click it. Why not? That's what they're there for. Speaking of Amazon, I got some Surge. That's what I'm drinking right now.
Oh, nice.
It's all the rage.
It is.
Surge is like such awful shit.
Oh, it's great.
It's great, but it's also exactly the same flavor as Sundrop. I'm pretty sure if you put them both in a cup and did a blind taste test, you'd be like, I don't know which one's which.
Maybe. I think I could probably pick out Surge pretty well. 7 Upside Down was the one that was tasted exactly the same to me.
Really?
Yeah.
That's your favorite? Wait, what's your favorite retired soda brand? Like soda flavor?
Surge isn't really retired anymore, so...
No.
I mean, that was the go-to.
Okay. What about Jolt Cola? Is that still around?
I think it is, actually.
Yeah, I think it is, too. Oh, man. What? There any...
Actually, I like that lemon Pepsi stuff. That was pretty good.
Oh, yeah,
Like
Pepsi
Pepsi
with a hint of lemon.
Yeah, Pepsi Twist.
That was pretty good, yeah.
I like that.
There's still Coke Lime, I think, still exists.
Maybe, but
They got rid of the lemon one.
Isn't Coke... I thought Coke Lime was...
Pepsi Twist totally existed.
Yeah, it did.
Let me see defunct soda flavors. Google search.
Yeah. Pepsi Twist was good.
Pepsi Twist was good.
Other than that, I can't really think of too much that I care about. I was never really a Tab guy.
Oh my god, there was a Hubba Bubba soda.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh, that sounds bad. What about Coke 2?
Never had it.
Basically, it was sweeter Coke. Tasted more like Pepsi.
Oh, okay.
There's... Apparently from the 80s, there was a Pepsi Ragin' Raspberry and Tropical and Strawberry Burst Pepsis that existed at some point.
I always wanted to try Crystal Pepsi. I never really had it, though.
I had Crystal Pepsi.
Yeah? Any good?
It tasted exactly like Pepsi.
Did it?
No, it tasted weird.
Yeah.
Like, I want... Oh, man, what's the...
I want a Pepsi... I want a cola that is clear.
Just a clear?
Yeah. I think that'd be funny. I don't know. Be neat.
You know what Pepsi was like my favorite my favorite soda as a child?
No.
Wild Cherry Pepsi, man.
It was good.
So much of that.
I used to like Cherry Coke a lot.
I think Crystal Pepsi tasted a lot like regular Pepsi, but just a little off. Remember Kick?
Not really.
It was like mellow yellow-ish, but it had more like caffeine.
Nope, I don't remember it.
Yeah, so Crystal Pepsi was okay. I don't know. It was basically Pepsi without the caramel coloring added.
Do they still have like the vanilla cherry Dr. Pepper? That was really good.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh, there's Slice. Remember Slice?
I do remember Slice.
That was
just orange soda.
Well, no, there was a lemon lime one and an orange one. There was a bunch of different ones.
Yeah, Slice.
I loved Slice.
It was okay. I like orange soda. I mean, it just tastes like any other orange soda to me.
Do you remember Pepsi Blue in 2002?
I do.
It was
just okay.
It was just basically blue Pepsi.
Well, it was blue raspberry. It was like
it was berry flavored.
It was berry flavored. It was okay. But it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't anything to write home about.
Do you know what tasted awful?
What?
Sprite Remix in 2003.
I don't think I ever had that.
It's just like Sprite with some like fruit flavor, but it basically tasted like Sprite with like fruit chemicals in it because it definitely tasted really chemically.
You know what I haven't had in a long time, but I miss that. What was it? Cranberry stuff that we got at.
Yeah, cranberry. Sierra Mist Cranberry Twist.
Shit, that shit's good. It's not around here as far as I can
Really?
tell.
It's still I can still buy it now.
Yeah.
They stock it all the time now.
I don't see it anywhere anyway.
Wow. Illinois, missing out. Yeah. Remember Dr. Pepper Red Fusion?
Vaguely.
It was like cherry extra,
That was good.
cherry
Yeah,
flavor. Yeah,
I can remember that. That was good.
2002 to 2004. That's it.
Yeah.
It's 2 years when we were in high school. 7 Upside Down, of course. DNL, as it's known.
Yeah, I always called it 7 Upside Down. It
Which
sounds
is basically was Mountain Dew flavored,
better. Yeah.
basically.
That was Surge flavored. That tasted exactly like Surge.
Yeah, there's a... don't forget, remember Citra?
Oh,
That was like a grapefruit soda that Coca-Cola made for like Fresca ripoff.
You're really knocking the dust out of the attic here.
I know, right? Well, I just
Yeah.
found a failed brands. Remember Vault?
I do remember Vault.
Vault.
Vault was nothing.
It was
special.
basically, this is Coke's Mountain Dew.
Yeah, it was
They had
not.
Vault and Vault Red Blitz.
Yeah,
That's no longer anywhere.
Vault wasn't good.
But apparently Surge is kind of the same thing now, so... Apparently 7-Up Gold was a thing?
I don't remember that.
No, it's from 1987. Never even heard of this. Let's see here. It was apparently terrible. It had caffeine, so it wasn't like regular 7-Up, and tasted like cinnamon and apples.
Ooh, that sounds good, actually.
Yeah. I fucking love apple soda. Anyway,
Manzanita Soul.
there was New Coke, of course.
Yeah.
As you may recall.
I don't think I don't remember what New Coke tasted like.
Apparently people still seek out New Coke,
Yeah.
you know?
I'd like to try it.
Well, okay, so apparently this was sold in foreign markets under the name Coke 2 until 2002. So it went on for a while.
Interesting.
Then, of course, the French Coca-Cola Black, B-L-A-K, the coffee-flavored
Oh,
Coca-Cola.
really?
Yeah. The,
Well, I know you can get all that stuff if you go to the Coke factory in Georgia. Right here, you can like taste test a bunch.
taste
of
all the
different,
weird
like,
shit.
Yeah, a bunch of weird different Cokes.
Yeah, well.
I think they have like
Coca-Cola
Apple
Black.
Coke too.
Oh, that sounds great. I love apple-flavored shit.
Yeah, me too.
All right, so that's sodas. My
That is
God,
sodas.
what a tangent. Tangent Cast, starring Adam and John. What was I talking about before I went on the soda tangent?
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No, Surge.
Oh, okay.
Because I bought Surge. Because now Amazon can go fuck itself.
Really?
Yes, because the only way you can get Surge is through the fucking pantry box,
Oh yeah. Yeah,
which
we
is
talked about
awful.
that. Talked about that last week.
No, but I bought a pantry box because I was like, fuck it, I want some more Surge. I could just buy some stuff in my pantry box. I'm going to do a rundown of what my pantry... Wait, did I talk about my pantry box on the last week?
You did.
I really did?
You really did.
Okay, yeah, because I bought just a bunch of bullshit.
Yes.
Showed up. Bought fucking toilet paper. All this shit. Shows up. Okay, I'm not home, so fucking the United States Postal Service, the USPS, can suck a ball. Like a big football. Just would be terrible.
Didn't
Something's
you
been
say
in the
this
mud.
last week too?
Yeah, okay. I did. But the box arrived this week. I want to talk about the box's arrival.
Uh-huh.
So I was worried about the USPS.
Yeah.
Because they suck ass. Also, update on my game that I was supposed to get from Japan. Mm-hmm. It's here. It was here the whole time. They just never signed that they delivered it. It was in my office.
I see.
Great. Thank you for not telling me that my package was delivered. That's why I signed up for those updates via my email, you know. Mm-hmm. So anyway. Swig of Surge for the working man. That's for Stone Cold.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it shows up and it's in my office, and I'm like, all right, it's fucking the day after Blizzardgeddon of the week this week, where it snowed like 4 inches, and I was like, fuck it, I need to get to the office. And I was like, oh, I got the cherry parking spot outside the apartment, and I wanted to check to make sure it hadn't been delivered. It totally hadn't. They actually, for once, instead of leaving a package at my door in the unlocked apartment building, they actually took it to the office and left it with somebody. So I go there, pick up the and I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to lose my cherry parking spot. I'm going to walk to the office, right? And I'll just carry this box back. That was the worst decision I've ever made in my entire life.
Yeah.
The package weighed like 60 pounds.
Yeah.
And you got a box, right?
I did.
It's a fucking enormous box.
It is an
that you
enormous
get.
box. Yeah.
And it was so large to the point where, and I also had a Kickstarter record that I had gotten the Murder by Death's new album that I did their Kickstarter. So they sent me the record with a download code.
Okay.
And because I like to collect the vinyls because they look really cool.
Sure.
Like the cover art and everything. And, it's like $20 and it's like I might as well.
And you can actually play them.
I can. I actually have a setup, but I like the way they look, and you get a download code, and it's $20, and I'm supporting the band, so it's like whatever. I like them, and I know I rail on Kickstarter, but they're a band, so they're okay under my books.
Sure. Okay.
Well, I've backed them before, and they always give me the album, so
Fair enough.
It's been a working relationship.
Yeah.
So I walk through the fucking deep ass snow. Over to the other building, and this is like 0 degree day as well. Mm-hmm. And I start carrying this package, and it is so large I can't get my arms all the way around it. So I have my arms around it, and I'm compressing the package into my chest to like keep it up. And this package weighs so gravity is pulling down with the 60 pounds inside, and I don't have my arms under it for a lot of this. I wouldn't call it a walk as much as it was a shuffle. The block and a half basically to the apartment complex, office area, and on top of the package was the small record that I didn't have a free hand to hold on to, so it's resting. So I literally was like fucking Jenga balancing packages all the way. Oh god, my arms literally were burning at the end, like I had done a workout because deadlifting a package in the snow for a long period of time apparently is a pretty darn good workout. And I was like, that's what I thought too. I was like, I'll just, I'll get some exercise. I'll walk to the office, Never. You get a pantry, Amazon pantry, you fucking take that with your car. Yeah. Because they weigh a fuck ton. And I never am going to order it again because it's just not worth it. Like, you can get some good deals on stuff, but it doesn't cost much cheaper to go to Costco.
You just get like 4 surges for,
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
I don't think you can fit 4 in there, though, with the weight limit. I think you can get 3. But still, I don't know. Fucking A. That was terrible. But yeah, I got my Japanese game. Got Japanese achievements now, my PS4.
Nice.
Puyo Puyo Tetris.
Yep.
Tetris. That's what I'm playing. And it's fun. I don't know. You don't really need to understand the language.
Yeah.
I found some translations of the menus, and that's pretty much all you need. Just know what the buttons mean.
Yeah, definitely.
Because, while I've begun to learn to speak Japanese, reading it is an entire other gambit. Correct? It's it's not the same.
No, it's not.
I will be happily illiterate, but able to speak Japanese at least. You know what I mean? As long as I can understand what people are saying, then I can work on the text, because that seems harder.
I wouldn't say harder. It just requires some memorization.
Sorry. Yes. And I think I'm a much better verbal, spoken, listening learner than I am writing, reading. So
yeah.
I think it'll be easier for me to learn language, and then hopefully mastery will move to the written form. Or I'll just be illiterate, and that's cool.
Yep.
You know what? Literate in one language, just vocally literate in another is just enough for me.
Okay.
For now. Anyway, so that's my life. I don't know.
Cool.
Computergate 2015.
Yeah?
Got an update.
Did you?
Yeah. So
Okay.
Madison Geeks. I don't know what to say about these guys.
Nothing good, probably.
Well, no. I actually got a call today.
Oh, okay.
Fuck. So I dropped off my PC on the 19th of January.
Mm-hmm.
Still don't have it.
Yeah.
I don't know what situation they got set up there, but obviously they don't deal with PCs that are gaming PCs very often, where issues are very complicated that take multiple days of troubleshooting to figure out. Because they just never, ever contact me. So my computer's just gone in a shop somewhere, and I never hear updates.
Yeah.
Like, the original estimate was like, we'll know by the end of the week, what's wrong with it, and then next week we'll get it fixed, and you can probably get it by the end of next week. And it's been, like, 3 weeks now, basically, at this point. And, it wouldn't be so bad if I was getting updates, but I basically have to call them and ask how it's doing.
Right.
And then I'll get the updates of to what tests they've been doing. So, earlier today, when I wrote my notes about what I wanted to talk about, I was all pissed off about this because I'm like calling and they're not answering, and I called and the guy said, just wait a second, and then put me on hold, and then the call disconnected because it was on hold for 5 minutes. And I called back and they're like talking, and then he's like trying to tell me what the other guy's saying, and the other guy's just like, let me get on the phone. And he like describes what's going on. He's like, all right, well, we're gonna replace the Bobo. It'll cost like $250. And we're gonna replace the video card. Like, what kind of games do you like to play? And it's like, no. I'm not gonna get sold a video card. Through you guys. Like, I can put a video card in. That's what I said. I was like, I can do the video card. The Mobo is what I need help with, because I don't want to try and disconnect everything. Because there's a water cooler. It's a complicated setup, and I don't want to fuck around with it.
Right.
So they were like, all right, whatever. And then they were like, well, we'll just get, like, we can order you a new Mobo. I'll send you a bunch of... It's like, no. I said these are under warranty. Mm-hmm. It was like, can you please check the manufacturer? And they're like, all right, well, we'll look into that. But, it was like, do you want to get, like, we got the TI cards, or if you want a Titan, if you want that, it's going to be like $800. I know! I was like, what do you take? What? I'm not made of money.
Yeah.
Give me the fucking $300 second-gen card. That's the one I want. But no. So I was just like, no, don't worry about it. If the video card's busted, I'll play on it until it falls apart, and I'll replace it myself. I can do that. Because those of you who aren't computer literate, a video card, any person in the entire world can replace a video card.
Yeah, really.
If you never used a computer before, anyone could do it, as long as you're told the steps. And the steps are: open the case, unscrew it from the bracket, unplug the power cables, and then unseat it from the PCI slot.
Yep.
Card is out.
Yep.
Take the new card, seat it in the slot, pull the locking clips up, if there are, depending on the motherboard, and plug the power in, screw it on the back, done.
Yep.
Like, you can do it in like 4 minutes.
Yep.
So I was just like, no, I'll take care of it. So I was like, hey, can you guys check the RMA? And I think the video card has a 3-year warranty on it as well. Like, because the computer manufacturer I bought it from gave me a 3-year warranty on all parts.
Yeah.
And sure enough, I get a call like 5 o'clock today on a Friday. So you know what? They understood my, being kind of PO'd about not hearing any updates. So they finally get back to me like, hey, by the way, we heard back from the manufacturer. Both your video card and Mobo are under warranty, so we shipped them off today. So we should get the RMAs back, or the replacement parts next week. And by the end of next week, your computer should be rebuilt.
Yep.
So I'm probably just going to end up spending like $200 on labor, because they told me it took like an hour and a half of labor to diagnose it, which is totally fine, because goddamn that thing was busted. They were like, we couldn't figure it out because there's no mechanical faults with the Mobo, but it just doesn't communicate with all the other computer parts very well. Yeah. So something's messed up inside, like, that we can't see. And the video card, apparently, because the case is built weird and the heat issues it was having, it was hanging off the slot. And apparently, they said they actually opened up the video card and replaced the heat paste in it on the heat sinks on it.
Yeah.
Because it was like cracked and dry, and they were like, oh shit. And it was because the weight of the fans on the card had pulled it down enough where the board was disconnecting from the heatsink, actually. It was like, what? So I'll have to figure that out when I get it back, what to do.
Yeah.
I might just put something in there to like prop up the card so it doesn't hang low, basically.
Right. Yeah.
Gravity doesn't fuck it up. Either that or maybe I could put my computer on the side.
Yeah.
Put it on its side. That might work too. just so it's not vertical and dropped.
Right.
That actually is probably what I'm going to do, which will suck, but whatever, it'll run. I don't really put many discs in
Yeah.
the disc tray, but, you know, if I had to. Anyway, so that's computergate. I want to hold judgment on this place because it took them a while to get back to me, but it sounded like they were hectic with kids coming back to school.
Yeah, I'm sure.
You know, and I don't want to pass judgment because if they get it fixed, I'll be happy because that was very broken.
It's so funny, though, because it sounds like they suspect, people to come in there to have no idea what to do with computers.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then, as soon as you're like, no, I don't need a new motherboard, all that stuff.
It's like, no.
They got on it pretty quick. Like,
Yeah,
this
yeah.
guy knows
It's
what
like-
he's talking about.
Please just get the RMAs that I know you can get.
Yeah.
Because I know these two parts are under warranty.
Yeah.
And they, sure enough, they found it and they sent them off. So I will
Cool.
have new cards, everything, and I will have my new computer, hopefully for the next episode recording, and I won't hate my life. Because this computer, you know what, Dell, you make an XPS? My XPS monster that I bought, that I replaced a few parts in, RAM and video card and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I bought that in 2008.
Yep.
Still kicking.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Jesus Christ, that's a long time ago.
Yeah.
That's 7 years
Especially
ago.
in computer years, a long
Yeah.
time.
It's still running.
Mm-hmm.
It's slow. Certainly not helped by the fact that it only has 4 gigs of RAM, which is bad.
Oh, yeah, it's terrible.
Especially when you're running Windows 7. It's
Mm-hmm.
about 2 gigs of RAM are used up at all times.
Yeah.
So I only got 2 free, and Google Chrome, FYI, is a fucking resource hog.
It is, yeah.
Holy shit. You leave a tab open, the entire computer is slow. Anyway, so that's it. That's my story. Sticking to it.
Cool.
I'll pass judgment on when everything is paid and I have a working computer.
Sweet.
But seriously, man, I'm like a fucking technology grim reaper.
You are. You're
Like
a
anything I
vortex of-
touch breaks.
Yeah.
My tablet that I got broke. It was broken when I got it. You know what I mean? Or broke shortly after I received it.
Yeah.
The computer I had broke after, a year and a half of use. It's fucking garbage, man. Ugh. Anyway. God.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think of, my TV?
Yeah.
All the issues I have on my TV?
Yeah.
It's like I must have, if I touch something, it explodes. I don't know.
Seems that way.
It seems that way, man. And, oh, okay. Another rant. Motherfucking Charter. Adam, you did not tell me how many times they called you.
Like 1 million.
They call me at least 3 times a day.
Yeah, I know.
It's fucking ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
What the? So I call. So they call me while I'm sitting at home. It's 7:30. I know it's the number's Charter because I've renamed that number to come up as Charter.
Yeah.
And guy's like, oh hey, we're calling. Oh, Mr. Ham.
Yeah.
Of course, that's what they say. And I'm like, oh yes, Mr. Ham is my father's name. But they're so the first thing I'm like, whoa, shit, what? And they're like, oh, we're just calling to say we're very happy to have you as a Charter subscriber, and we're just wondering what your tastes were, in television. And it was like, what type of TV shows do you like to watch? It's like, what is this, survey?
Yeah.
For what channels they want to try and sell me for a video package?
Right.
First off, there's no cable jack in my living room. Second off, cable is a fucking ripoff
It is.
because it costs way too much. Adam, I'm an old man now. I'm almost fucking 30. And I just want to say this. TV is fucking awful. Nothing good is on TV.
That's true.
The only things that are good is stuff that I buy on Amazon for $20 a season,
Yeah.
and I'm good. Or
It's on Hulu.
which is
or-
10 shows.
Yeah.
And $200 for a year of watching shows, basically, which
Yeah.
is vastly cheaper. That's 2 months of cable? Vastly cheaper than that. The only thing that you can get on cable you can't get anywhere else is sports. Live sports, and that sucks, but guess what? I guarantee you that's not going to last much longer.
Yeah.
Look at the WWE Network.
I don't give a shit about sports, so.
Well, I know, but for me, I do, and that's literally the only reason why I would want it. and it's just not worth it. I could just go to a bar. I live next to a bar. If I want to watch a game, I'll watch it at the bar. Not a big deal. I can't believe how many times I call a day. It's nonsense. And I did the thing because you and I, Adam, we were in the trenches together.
We were
in cable sales over the telephone business.
Yep.
We did some cold calling. We did some, which was the worst. But we also did the upgrade calling and the stuff like we got there. We call current subscribers trying to get them to get internet. And of course, funny, back in like 2002, 3, and 4, the job was to try and get people to get high-speed internet.
Yeah.
They had cable. They were cable subscribers, but they had dial-up.
Right.
And they're like, you guys, you need to get high-speed internet because it makes your computers, way faster and just we'll be able to. You'll be on. That was the selling point.
You'd be on the phone at the same time.
No, my selling point was just think about this. If you want to look up something on the internet, you're cooking something, want to look up a recipe, you're doing that. Don't have to wait to dial up. You're going to do it a lot more if you just walk over to the computer and just click search. You know what I mean? You're going to use it all the time. Trust me. I have it. I love it. And that was my selling. And I did okay selling, better than I probably would have thought. But this guy, just called me up, and he was amateur hour. He was just, this call will be recorded. Then he just had a bad sound to him. I should have asked him if he was from Monroe.
Yeah.
Hey, you calling from Charlton? I used to work there. But no, I'm not subscribing. Sorry, I'm not going to help your fucking sales stats this month.
Yep.
Because, god damn, man. You gotta stop with that shit, Charter. That pisses me off.
Yeah.
I'm gonna switch it to my Google Voice. I'm gonna have to.
Nuts.
It's stupid to get that many calls.
It is.
Oh, God, I'm ranty. All right, Adam, you talk about something. I can't rant anymore. What's going on in your life?
I did discover a new show that I like.
What's that?
It's called Empire.
Oh, dear God. I've heard about this.
Have you?
I heard it's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
It's
kind
of like Dallas.
Dallas?
Yeah, like the old show, Dallas.
I don't really know what Dallas was about.
The primetime soap opera, Dallas. You remember Dallas? Who shot JR?
Yeah, but what was it about? I don't know what it was about, though.
Well, it doesn't fucking matter what it was about. It's the style of show that it is, which is kind of like an over-the-top
Dallas was a soap opera.
Drama. This is basically what this is.
It is a drama, but...
Yeah, but I heard it's like crazy over the top.
So, yeah, there's... Terrence
Apparently
Howard.
It's loved, though.
Yeah, Terrence Howard plays... what's his name? Lucius Lyons. Who is...
Of course he does.
He's this big-time star... rapper guy who started his own label that came up from the streets, and now they're like trying to go public now is the big thing. He's got like 3 sons, and the mother of his 3 sons was sent to jail like 17 years ago. She's just getting out because that's how he got his money to start his company. It was like they sold drugs and shit, and she got caught. He just learned he learns in the first episode, so it's not really a spoiler or anything like that.
Yeah,
he has ALS. And he has like 3 years to live. And the record company is called Empire. And he needs to like find his successor of his 3 sons. And he wants to like find out who has the the stuff to run the business and become a superstar. And and he wants to groom them.
I need to watch this because it sounds awesome.
It is pretty awesome. Like, he's got 3 sons. One of them is
it's on Hulu Plus?
Yeah, it is.
Fuck yeah.
He's got 1 son, his oldest, who...
is that Hakeem?
Nope,
Jamal?
Nope.
Andre?
It's Andre.
Andre. I got the IMDb up here.
Okay. He's bipolar.
Okay.
And he went to college and stuff, and he's like the business guy.
Yeah.
He's got a middle son who... he doesn't like because he's gay in the hip-hop scene.
Oh, of course.
His son wants to come out. He doesn't want him to. He wants to cut him off if he's
Is that Jamal or Hakeem?
That's Jamal.
All right.
And the youngest is Hakeem.
Of course.
Who is the kind of spoiled brat. He's like kind of good his whole life.
Yeah.
Didn't spend any time in the streets. His dad gives him pretty much everything. He's spoiled, but he's also got talent. Jamal and Hakeem both have musical talent, and they're trying to like compete, you know, in both music and in, you know, trying to get the business. And, shit's crazy. Like, it's nuts.
Yeah.
So, and he's still got kind of a lot of the street with him. He pulled up a lot of his friends from the street up as like business partners, and he's still kind of got ties there and stuff. So, it's a really interesting show.
And do you know why it's so interesting?
Why?
Because the plot / themes of the show is not King Lear.
Isn't it?
No. Lion in Winter.
Lion in Winter. Oh.
Yes, very close. But there's a play written in the 60s that's about Henry II.
Oh, yeah?
And about his 3 sons, and they're kind of battling for...
Lucius Lion. Okay.
Yep, Lucius Lion. Yeah, that's what they were talking about, that it was... And let me add... Do you want to hear this amazing review that I found on IMDb?
Please do.
Let me dramatically portray this review.
Yeah.
This morning I paused to think of what story I read or movie I'd seen that reminded me of the Empire television series. And damn it if Lee Daniels didn't steal the storyline right from one of my favorite movies of 1968 and of all time, The Lion in Winter. The movie starred Peter O'Toole and Katharine Hepburn.
Wow.
You must see it, and you will know what I'm talking about, right down to the 3 sons and the manipulative Queen Mother. Without spoiling the film for you, you know, the 1968 film that you should have seen already, it's a story set in 1183, and this is also a play, by the way. He doesn't say, but a story set in 1183. Is that how you pronounce it? 1183?
I would.
1183 England, about the many machinations that take place over who will be heir to the throne as King Henry II of England entertains his family and King Philip II of France, played by Timothy Dalton, at his winter castle. Castle? Oh, Jesus. That's how you pronounce it when you're in the 1811s. Castle. Chinon. After he's allowed the Queen, who is temporarily released from prison, to visit for Christmas. Once Christmas is over, the King plans to exile the Queen once again to the Tower. The Queen must make her move to avoid prison, continue in alienation from her sons, and seize what she believes in as hers by birthright. The Aquitaine, a grand patch of land, will restore her to the world of wealth and power. Unfortunately for Queen Eleanor of Aquitaine, King Henry II has his own plans. Plans which will make England more powerful than ever. Plans that will make England an empire. For either to triumph, Henry or Eleanor must wage war of wits, cunning, and deception against each other, using the hopes, ambitions, strengths, and weaknesses of their children as their battleground and weaponry. The son chosen as Henry's successor will determine the future for in Eleanor and England. Also, Anthony Hopkins in the movie as the...
That is totally the plot of the show.
That's what I thought.
And it's good. I like it.
That sounds like, now that I've heard that, I definitely want to watch this show.
Yeah.
Because that sounds awesome. Like a hip-hop version of, like, Lion in Winter.
I thought it's not a show I expected to like.
Well, I heard that people like it because it's just so, like, into itself as being a drama, you know?
It is, yeah.
Like, it's just very, like, dramatic, but in a fun way, you know?
It is,
like,
yeah.
That sounds
actually,
good.
There's some good music, too, actually.
Okay.
I mean, not, you know, I don't usually listen to hip-hop or rap or anything like that.
No, but you like it.
They got some good beats in there.
Some good beats.
Mm-hmm. And I probably wouldn't, like, buy the soundtrack, but...
No, but you'd think about it.
Yeah, and the guys are pretty talented.
Cool. I'm just making notes.
So, I just watched the 5th episode today, I think.
Oh, okay.
5. I think all of them are available right now on Hulu, so...
Oh, nice. Awesome.
Yeah,
it's like Downton Abbey.
Kinda, yeah.
You put it all out?
Mm-hmm.
Holy crap, Amazon. I didn't realize that show aired, like, way earlier in England.
What show? Oh,
Downton Abbey.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a simultaneous world premiere or anything. It's
No.
That airs, like, in October.
Mm-hmm.
Through Christmas.
Yeah. Because they had the Christmas episode at the end.
Yeah, I was wondering why the Christmas episode would have been airing in February.
Yeah.
But I don't want to spoil that season because I guess it's still airing, so people that watch it on PBS.
Right.
Still get caught up. But
don't get out
man,
of
it's
Amazon.
good.
It is.
I love that show. And
I
it
do
had
too.
that Christmas episode, man.
Yeah.
That show never ceases to bring me to the brink of the single man tier.
I know.
Because there's just that moment. You know what I'm talking about?
I do.
The surprise return.
Yep, I do.
Oh.
It reminded me of the what's his name now? I can't think of it.
When Matthew showed up?
Yes, Matthew.
Oh, that moment's incredible.
Ah, it is.
Oh, one
So
of the better moments in all of television, I think, just for drama, because Matthew, her estranged, not lover, but like friend, that's kind of she wants to date, but he's in World War I, so it's like good luck, and he's gone missing, hasn't checked in. Everyone's like, oh my god, he's dead, and so like, don't worry about it. Like, just go back to helping out these soldiers that are over here in the makeshift hospital, and like they like sing a song, and to cheer up the troops, and he shows up in the back of the room, and you're like, oh my god, he's not dead, and you're so happy to see him alive. So
there was more with Thomas that was kind of.
There was some good stuff with Thomas.
Yeah,
I really liked the way they dealt with his new lady friend and the storylines with that.
Yeah,
and just kind of, I don't know, the season's really good, and not a ton happens, but
yeah, I did notice that it seemed like not a lot was really resolved.
Not
much.
Yeah, this was kind of a season where they got back to things being more normal.
Yeah,
And of course laid the fucking heart-wrenching deaths that will happen next season. Some Mr. Angina. As soon as that happened, I was like, my god.
Yeah.
They're going to kill him. I won't say who, but it's bad. It's bad. And we'll see. I don't know. I'm looking forward to it, though.
Yeah.
Daisy, still, making it on her own.
Yep.
A woman just trying to get by.
Oh man, we shouldn't even talk about it, but the
Carson.
Yep.
Oh,
I know.
oh! I was bawling like a baby.
I know, right?
And you didn't even think so.
No, I know.
Oh, I mean, you kind of. There's some good moments in this season.
There are some good moments.
There's some really good kind of like storylines hitting the point where you're happy, and some weird legal finagling.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works.
Yeah, me either.
But whatever. Anyway, I love it. All right, let's get away from Downton, the world of England. Anything else, Adam, you want to talk about TV show wise? I got a few TV shows I'm up to.
Not really. I did watch John Wick, like I said.
Okay, the movie. Yeah.
I don't really know.
I heard that was really interesting.
It is. It's really.
I remember Eric was trying to sell me on it. He's like, "But dude, it's all like practical effects."
Yeah, it is. It is.
And I was like, "Okay, but no, you can't. That's not how you sell me on a movie. I'm not going to be like, oh, it's practical effects, so it's good. No, it's going to be a good movie first.
I'll tell you what.
And then if it has practical effects, that's awesome.
It is an excellent action movie.
There's that is a modifier that you put on there.
Well, I mean, it's not going for a whole lot of, drama. Like, Keanu barely speaks in the entire thing, which is also
a good thing.
Exactly, it's a good thing.
Yeah.
But like, there's just not. It's just a whole lot of ass kicking, like a ton of it.
All right.
And some awesome maneuvers with.
What a maneuver.
It's like it's guns and judo.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of.
So what you're telling me is I need to check this one out on video. On demand or something. I can rent it or something.
I think Google has it for like $4 or $5. So.
All right. See, the thing is, I can't watch action movies with Lauren because she doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
I forced her to watch Princess Mononoke. Finally. I bought that on Blu-ray.
Okay. Did she like it?
Holy shit, we have to watch that movie, Adam.
Yeah, it's great.
That movie is so fucking good.
It is good.
And the English, voiceovers they got... are really fucking good. Billy Crudup, Minnie Driver.
Alec Baldwin.
He's not in that one, but...
Really?
No.
I thought he was.
No. No, Gillian Anderson, Billy Bob Thornton.
Oh, yeah. Maybe
Yeah, there's some great voice acting in that movie, and what an incredible story. Oh, Claire Danes. It's incredible. Oh, it's so good.
It is
Keith
good.
David
Yep.
was the boar god guy.
Yep.
Oh. It's like such a... I could talk for hours about how good those movies are, but like that one, just the kind of the story of, kind of people versus nature, and the ending is just so like perfect. It's just like, dude, nature sucks, people suck. Let's try to suck together.
I can see why you like it.
No, but you know how that movie ends. I mean, it's like,
Yeah,
they got the fucking people are destroying the forest, and like it's shitty, but they're also like castaways from society, ex-prostitutes and stuff. They're just trying to make a living for themselves, and and then they fucking have to kill the spirit god to get the fucking samurai off them. So it's like just terrible, like having to do bad shit to like save your own, and how the forest kind of does the same thing with the boars kind of attacking the people, and it's just like, stop. Everyone just stop fighting. That's like the moral of that story.
Yeah.
Fighting people doesn't get you anywhere. So that's that.
Did one like it?
We have spoken 0 words about it.
Okay.
She hates anime.
Yeah, I know that.
For absolutely no reason.
Right. Like many people do.
Like, just because she doesn't like it. She liked Spirited Away.
That's probably...
She legitimately enjoyed that movie.
That's probably like the best of the best.
It is the best one, and it's also not available on Blu-ray. So
that
fucking get on that.
Howl's Moving Castle, I think, are my favorites.
Howl's Moving Castle is really good because it's pretty much just basically a Grimm's fairy tale, like imagined in an awesome, animated world.
Right.
Totoro, she thought was fun too.
Yeah, sure.
But that movie is aimed at 8-year-old children, so it's fun, but not. I don't know, not for adults, which Mononoke kind of is, because it's fucking bloody.
It's violent.
It's violent, yeah. It's PG-13. All right. Anything else, Adam? I don't want to cut you off. John Wick was cool.
Yeah.
Some badass judo.
Yep.
Do you know any martial arts, Adam? Did you learn any martial art?
I think I took a 6-week Taekwondo class at one point.
What's Taekwondo? That's Korean.
Yeah.
Is that like the dry hump of martial arts?
It's kind of like the Korean version of karate. It's
what's karate?
Kicks.
What's karate? What country is karate? Japan?
Japan, yeah.
Okay, karate.
Karate, yep.
All right.
Open hand, or wait, was it?
I want to learn karate. That one seems the coolest.
Taekwondo is pretty much the same. They're both like hard striking.
Oh, okay.
Striking type.
But it's just Korean karate.
Yeah.
Okay, it's pretty similar.
Kicks.
Got belts.
Yep.
You know what I want to learn?
Brazilian
Krav
Jiu-Jitsu.
Maga. There you
Krav
go.
Maga, yeah, there you go.
That's the one to do.
That's the murder one.
Yep. Well, gotta win a fight.
That's true. I
I'm
hear
gonna find a
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is
Krav
pretty...
Maga. There is one Krav Maga studio in Wisconsin.
What kind is Krav? Is that one that the Jewish Secret Service use or something?
I think I'm looking it up. It's a self-defense system developed by the Israeli military. So it's a combination of boxing, Muay Thai, judo,
Muay Thai is
Aikido,
fucking
grappling.
up with legs. It is insane.
So Krav Maga is basically just like real-world combat situations and just training. Like, someone comes at you with a knife, how to murder them.
Well,
with that knife.
That's pretty much the case with like anything Israeli. Like any kind of Israeli technique that they use is they've developed like the most insane ass-kicking things because they're surrounded on all sides by enemies, and everything they use is deadly.
Who would have thought the thousands of years of oppressions of the Jews would have made some of them angry?
Yeah.
Enough to defend themselves with horrible martial arts.
Insane murder arts that they've developed.
Yeah, it's cool though, but Krav Maga is just, what is it? It encourages students to avoid confrontation, but if this is impossible or unsafe, it promotes finishing fights as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
Attacks are aimed at the most vulnerable parts of the body.
Yep.
The training is not limited to techniques that avoid injury. Some techniques can permanently injure or cause death.
Yep.
So you use protective equipment so you don't die. But it's basically like punch someone in the fucking trachea. So, let's see here. Ideas
Or
of
stab them in the femoral artery, like in the leg.
Ideas of Krav Maga include counterattacking as soon as possible or attacking preemptively.
Yep.
Targeting attacks to the body's most vulnerable points, such as the eyes, neck or throat, face, solar plexus, groin, ribs, knee, foot, or break fingers, etc. So it's basically like maximum effectiveness. It's like the quickest you can take someone down.
Yeah.
So it's probably one of the better military combats you'd want to learn, because it's all about, CQC, close quarters combat.
Yep.
Taking someone down. That's a cool one. I don't know. But apparently I'd have to go to Milwaukee to train that.
Probably.
What about Jeet Kune Do?
That's like a mix of Wing Chun, boxing, and...
Boy, you're right on. It's like you have the Wikipedia page open here.
I don't. But
Wing Chun, Chinese Kung Fu.
Yeah, Kung Fu and...
I guess
boxing.
the idea is that that's a what is it called? A style without style.
Yes.
It's the art of fighting without fighting is what this is Bruce Lee's combat.
Flow like water.
Yes. Be like water. That's exactly what he says.
Yep.
But the idea is all
smoothly,
reactive, basically.
Smoothly, and then quick, intense movements afterwards.
Yeah, and what is it? The Wing Chun center line is something that's a big deal, where you have your
balance,
the center balance, and the ways that you can pivot your body to deflect attacks without changing your center of gravity. Basically, it's
a lot of like no wasted movement type thing.
Yeah, all attacks, defenses, and footwork are designed to guard one's own center line while entering the opponent's center line space.
Yeah,
basically, it's just.
It's one of those things where like you dodge the left at the same time you punch in, kind of like counterattack.
I guess the best way to describe it is like that movie move when somebody throws a punch and you just like tilt your shoulder back so their arm goes over the top of your shoulder, and then you grab their hand and elbow them with your what I mean. It's just like a flowing it sounds cool though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
It's all about simultaneous parrying and punching.
Exactly. Yeah.
It also apparently shares a lot with Krav Maga as well, which is known in Krav Maga as bursting, which is parrying and then immediately counterattacking during the parry. So you're grabbing a fist, pulling it away while punching someone in the face.
Yep.
And that sounds the best.
Yeah.
Where can I learn Jeet Kune Do, Adam?
Pretty much anywhere.
Really?
No, mostly the West, I think, but.
No, I'm just seeing where I can find a Jeet Kune Do studio to learn in Madison.
Maybe not Madison.
Adam.
Well, actually, I think they're like a Jeet Kune Do.
There is totally a place here. It says,
now that I think about it.
It's called The Blast, Functional Martial Arts. In Middleton, actually, where I fucking live.
You have to be careful, though, because it doesn't take a lot of...
What?
certification to become like a martial arts teacher or any
So you're saying I gotta watch out for someone who's gonna try and like Krav Maga kick me?
I'm saying
just
you gotta
for fun?
No, I'm saying you gotta make sure they actually know something about the actual thing. You need some pedigree in your martial arts. You need to like have connections to people who actually
this website actually looks pretty good for this guy who's running it.
It might. Madison's kind of the place that actually might.
It says Madison's premier kickboxing facility, and there's like lots of reviews.
Okay.
But they got Muay Thai, kickboxing, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, MMA, Jeet Kune Do.
Cool. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is pretty badass, I hear, too.
Yeah, I don't want to do that, though. That's a lot of ground and pound.
It can be effective.
I know. But that's all about like getting people into holds and doing arm bars, leg bars. I want to learn kickboxing. I want to be like fucking kickboxer.
If you want to learn kickboxing, you want to learn Muay Thai.
Well, okay, fine.
That's knees and
I will.
You up. Okay.
I always thought it'd be fun to learn a martial art because I feel like that would be kind of fun to get in shape,
Yeah.
Just because, like, you get to do cool like kicks and stuff, and you're getting healthy.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll have to learn. I have to pick a martial art, Adam. What's the best martial art? Like, what's the coolest one that is also like the hippest one? So I can be like a hipster martial artist.
Tai Chi then,
No, that's lame.
or Wing Chun.
Oh, Wing Chun though, yeah. Let's. There's a lot of martial arts places in. Oh, what about Japanese? Japanese is cool. Because that can be all like fucking samurai then.
You probably want karate or aikido.
Oh, aikido. That sounds fancier than karate.
It's like
karate is like the mainstream. That's like the Bud Light. Yeah. The Bud Light of
aikido is like the soft art where it's like it's all defensive and you do throws and stuff and off balance people.
I suppose sumo. I'm pretty much built for that.
That is. That's not so much a martial art as it is a sport.
What about jujutsu?
Jujutsu is that's a lot of
art of using indirect force, throwing techniques.
It's a lot like
blocks.
it's a lot like aikido.
Okay, it's probably the same, just a different name.
I think they're different techniques.
Aikido is striking, throwing jointly. Yeah, it's pretty much the same things. Oh, let's see here. What do we got? We got judo. Judo's kind of badass, actually.
Yeah,
because that's like all about. I feel like I could be. I have a body for judo. I'm tall, long legs, pretty heavy. Got a good center of gravity.
Yeah.
Or maybe I could learn kendo.
Kendo's cool.
I think kendo would probably be the one I want to learn the most.
Or, well, if you're gonna learn a sword one, you might consider Bato Jutsu.
Okay.
Which is like a different kind of.
Here it is.
That is bad.
Art of drawing a sword.
That's the cool shit.
So it's about basically whipping a sword out as fast as possible and returning it to the scabbard.
Yes. It's about pulling out your sword and killing as quickly as possible, like from any position.
Yeah, so it's saying technically imports like the regular thing, but only consists of a few moves. Focusing on stepping up to an enemy, drawing, performing one or more cuts, and sheathing the weapon.
Yeah.
So it's literally step up, do a slice, sheath.
That's like the murder
it's basically
art.
the anime.
Yes.
Art.
That's the one where you draw, murder, and then sheath.
Kendo is a lot more like fencing.
It is, yeah.
Where it's like vertical cuts, basically.
But the thing about even kendo, though, like Japanese swords are not meant to cross a lot.
No,
like,
no.
You learn not to block in like kendo. You want to like avoid and then stab is the deal.
Of course. Because you're gonna bust up your sword if you block.
Mm-hmm. They're very strong, but also kind of brittle.
What about Chinese martial arts?
There are 30 million of those. I'm not kidding either. There's like a
let me see. Well, I know, but I want to find like a fucking sweet one, like
Kenpo.
Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like
Kenpo.
No, I want to find like hidden dragon style, like some secret.
There is
Far East lost. Style.
There's a dragon style kung fu, and there is a tiger style. There's a crane style. There's a mantis style.
Okay.
There is.
See, those sound badass.
There's I think there's even like northern and southern mantis. There's.
Okay.
I think there's a couple different kinds of tiger too.
I like how we have the Wikipedia list of martial arts, and all of the countries have like their own list, and then China is see list of Chinese martial arts.
Right. Yeah.
Too many to list.
I actually don't have it open. I just know all this stuff.
Oh, okay. But well, you know. Well, I want to learn something sweet that nobody knows, like some weird one.
Kenpo's awesome.
Let me get
or like drunken, like monkey.
I'm gonna go for some Vietnamese martial arts.
I don't know anything about those.
Not Nam.
Yeah, I don't know anything about those.
The name derives from the characters meaning one Vietnam. This is a northern Vietnamese technique. Okay, well, let's not do that. Chinese martial arts. What's the most badass one? Or I can be like
some cool Russian ones.
I want to become a kung fu master. You think Russian? What do we got for Russia? Army hand-to-hand fight is one called. Very Russian name. It's actually called ARB, so it's a Russian military training, basically. All right, and there's something called Sambo.
That's what I was thinking of. Yeah, Sambo.
Yeah,
Sambo's
self-defense without weapons is what it translates to.
Yeah, Sambo's pretty brutal, I think.
Let's see, what is it? Or I'm sure it's similar to other. Yeah, like judo, karate, a bunch of different Asian ones mixed together. No, I want to be the classic. I want to be like a Chinese kung fu master.
Wing Chun is the most accessible and easily to.
Well, I want the hardest one.
Well,
Adam,
do you want like a meditative like chi one that's all flowy
no,
and stuff?
I want one that murders people. I want the exploding heart palm.
Try Northern Mantis then.
I like how you just gonna be like, try it. If you want to look here, I want to try to just sample the Northern Mantis.
Actually, I don't know if it's Northern or Southern. I think it's Northern though.
Well, there's Northern Praying Mantis. There's also, this one sounds cool. I'm just, it's like I'm ordering Chinese food from the menu here. I'm going to order of the Nan Quan, the Mizyongi, the Mian Quan. Let me just look up
Also-
Mantis. There's
also
like, how
Tai-
many Mantis do we have?
Tai Chi is pretty badass actually, too.
Okay.
Like martial Tai Chi is pretty.
All right. Northern Praying Mantis. Dude, Chinese is the best martial arts. Like, Japan, whatever. I'm looking up this Chinese one. There's some dudes with some sweet mantis hand gestures going on.
Yep.
That sounds badass. Let's see here. There's Northern versus Southern
Yeah.
Praying Mantis. Which is the best one? I don't know. This has got like, dude, look at the names here, man. The Iron Ox branch. Like, what is this badassness? You know what? You know what country I'd love to visit? China. China
Yeah.
sounds awesome.
It does.
Just because I think Northern Mantis is the one you're thinking of because
Oh,
it's
that's
talking
right.
about media
Yeah.
and like the Deadly Mantis film
Yes,
from
yes,
1978. So let's see.
I know
here.
a surprising amount about arts I have no knowledge in actual fully performing.
Adam, you want to learn about shiny board praying mantis boxing?
No, not at all.
Secret gate mantis boxing passed down by Zhang Dekui in Taiwan.
This one that's not Tai Chi, but it's like 12. It's like Qigong maybe, or Qingdong or whatever it's called.
I have absolute. Wait, what? How do you pronounce? Is that Q at the start?
Yeah, Qing like Dong or something,
Qingdong.
or Qigong maybe.
Oh, god damn it, no. Q-I-N... Qiang?
No, maybe.
Spear? That's a spear.
No.
Anyway, Northern Praying Mantis is what I'm going to learn. Let me pick it out here.
Oh no. Hua. What the fuck is it? It wasn't Qigong. Something else. It's really circular. It's what's it called?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Hua something. Look up. It's under Chinese shit. It should
Not
be.
looking it up.
Damn it. Okay, fine.
Adam, all I know is that there are many legends around the creation of Northern Praying Mantis boxing. How fucking cool is this, though? We're talking about, like, dynasties and, like,
Oh yeah.
the Secret Hands manual that's been passed down that disappeared in the Qianlong reign. Oh my god. And then they found it. But Tong Long, the praying mantis, was one of the 18 masters invited to Shaolin.
Yeah.
So, badass. There's monkey boxing. Is that
There's
cool?
monkey. Yeah. Monkey. I didn't think it'd be a good suit for you. It's a lot of like bouncing and movement and spinning and craziness.
Whereas like mantis is like hanging back, right? And striking.
Yeah, I think so.
Like whip. One of the distinctive features of praying mantis is the praying mantis hook. Hook made of 1 to 3 fingers.
Yeah.
The hook may be used to divert force blocking, or adhere to opponent's limb, attack critical spots.
Yeah.
So you basically have like hook hands, and like someone comes at you and you can whip away their arm and crack them in the face.
I could never do it, but like the dragon kind looks super awesome.
What does dragon look like?
It's super flowing and like ups and downs and like it's.
I'm just gonna watch like
sway.
800 YouTube videos of
yeah.
people practicing like martial arts now.
The reason I know-
My like history as a kid watching kung fu movies is coming back.
The reason I know all this is because in college I did this. I went through all these Wikipedias and like learned all kinds of shit about these.
What about Drunken Monkey?
Drunken is super awesome. And totally a real thing.
Okay.
Yeah,
there's Monkey Fist and then there's Drunken Monkey Fist.
Drunken Monkey Fist is fucking badass.
Southern Dragon Kung Fu. That's
That's what I was talking about.
Yeah, that's apparently been in a lot of movies and stuff.
It's the really flowy, like spinny, like circular type thing.
So if you want to see someone perform this style, one of the ultimate all-time masters of martial arts, who doesn't get enough credit because he's in all the comedy movies, but Jackie motherfucking Chan, man.
Yes.
In the movies Dragon Lord and Dragon Fist, he's doing dragon style kung fu.
I don't know if I've seen that one actually.
Oh man, next time we visit Adam, let's watch some fucking kung fu movies. Let's get a list. Drunken Master, we gotta watch. Get some Drunken Monkey style.
I've seen Drunken Master. It is great.
I've never seen it, but I'm sure it's great. Anyway, all right, we gotta get off this, Adam.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna go with the southern northern praying mantis, maybe.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. The hands are a bit weird though.
They are a bit weird.
It's
The tiger has like the claw thing. That's cool.
tiger claw.
Yeah.
Adam, my cats are exploding. Something is going on back there, and I
Did
do
you
not
back
know
to
what.
Kickstarter? Exploding Kittens?
No, I did not. They're actually exploding.
That would be amazing. You back to Kickstarter and your cats
Let's see here.
explode.
There's the tiger claw system and the tiger fist.
Mm-hmm.
There's dog fist as well. I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Dog fist cool.
There's like an eagle thing too, I think. It's kinda,
Eagle claw.
Yeah.
There's dog kung fu. I don't even know what that is. You know what's so cool about it though is because the country was so
There's boar too.
was so split up. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And it was so vast.
They all develop their
And
own styles.
They kind of all developed their own styles without
Yeah.
communicating with each other. So there's like hundreds of Chinese kung fu styles.
Yeah, and even like they talk about, I think they're in the thing, but they're
Yeah.
even like in one school. They're like from different masters that taught like their own, different
Jesus.
techniques
Yeah,
and stuff.
there's Southern praying mantis, and of course Chow style Southern praying mantis.
Yeah, exactly.
There's some other guy had his own. Adam, I got it figured out. I know what I'm doing.
Yep.
Tai Chi Chuan.
Yes, Tai Chi.
Is that what that is?
It is. It's the
Okay.
martial. Yeah,
Well,
Tai Chi
Adam!
thing.
Yeah, I'm doing Tai Chi. There's no question about it.
I told you about
Because you know what Tai Chi is also known as?
it.
Supreme Ultimate Fist,
Nice.
which is badass sounding.
It is.
And I bet I could find Tai Chi anywhere. Because that's a pretty popular one.
You wouldn't. You need to find like the not yoga one though. Like
Well, yeah.
you need to like find like somebody who's actually doing martial Tai Chi.
All right, I'm going to go figure out what's going on here with the cats because it's loud as fuck out there.
Okay.
I'll be right back. Adam, you want to vamp for a second?
Yeah, sure.
Fuck's going on? Jesus Christ.
Vamping while John checks out his cats. Apparently they are assholes. Just vamping, waiting for John to get back. Oh yeah. What happened to the cats? Did they get in a fight? Was it something about their food?
God.
Cats.
Oh my god.
How'd it go?
Fucking Steve.
Was he picking a fight?
No! Picking a fight with a fucking roll of paper towels. Fucking entire kitchen is covered in paper towels.
Yeah?
Someone knocked the roll off the fucking counter and they were crawling, dancing through it all. It's all over the fucking floor.
That's funny.
Yeah, so that's what's going on. No, yeah, see, that's the problem with Tai Chi, though. It's like now it's like old ladies in parks doing it.
There
know what
there
I
are
mean?
still places that teach it, though. There are. Might be hard to find one, though.
Adam,
Yep.
I need to find. We'll find it, you and me. My martial art that I will
Okay.
learn.
All right.
I'll learn it. I'm not even gonna have a master. I'm gonna learn it from a manual, like old style.
An old tome.
Yeah.
A dusty tome.
What about North South Fist? There's some. They have badass names. I'm just
do.
gonna say that.
That's true.
Yeah, I think definitely it's gonna be Chinese and not Japanese because Chinese is way more interesting to me.
Yeah.
Although karate's pretty good. You can't go wrong with karate. Open chops, breaking boards with your hands.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right, Adam.
Yeah.
You watching Parks and Rec, the newest season?
I watched 2 episodes.
You should watch it. It's fucking great. God, I love that show.
I watched a couple episodes, and I don't know. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch the rest of it.
You have to. It's so good. And
I wasn't so impressed with the first couple episodes, though.
well, it's because
Actually, no. There was one part. The jam part was fucking incredible.
Yeah,
But
you need to watch because it gets even more ridiculous.
does it? Okay.
Yes, you learn all about Jonathan Karate, which is Johnny Karate's more kid teaching friendly version of Johnny Karate. Is the more I don't know. It's incredible, and it gets real weird and good with Grizzle, the weird future 2017 company.
Yeah.
And you just find out how they're basically stealing all of your identities. It gets weird. It gets crazy, and it's really fun. So,
all right.
I kind of like that they did a weird near future. So there's like weird, like technology and screens and stuff.
Yeah.
Which is really neat for a comedy show. Yeah, Adam. So that's it.
Okay.
We've learned martial arts. We've traveled to the Asian lands.
Indeed.
The mini Asias. Russia is in Asia.
It is.
Just so everyone knows. You'd be like, oh, Russia. It's in Asia. Look it up. Whip out your globe.
Look at a map, fools.
Look at Don't get out your fucking Moto X fucking smartwatch bullshit.
It's crazy that...
Find a globe. Find Asia as Russia. Or USSR.
It's crazy that our flat maps are so wrong.
Yeah.
In, like, scale and size and location and everything. They're terrible.
They're dumb as shit. Get a globe. Anyone who doesn't own a globe is a Philistine. Adam? You got a globe?
I own 2.
That's right. I have a globe, but it's not here.
Actually, how
it's in my 2? It's in my bedroom at my parents' place.
Definitely have 1.
I need to get my globe up here. I'm globeless. How am I going to know where Uzbekistan is?
From that geography class you took in high school?
I don't think we went over Uzbekistan.
It's like midway down on the left side of Russia.
Adam?
Yeah.
I was looking at a map today of, like, states. Yeah. And it was just like, oh, you know, movies that took place in these states.
Yeah.
And I was, like, going through naming them. I was like, I can not for the life of me name what this square state is out in the middle of the West.
It's Kansas or Colorado.
Nope. Wyoming.
Oh, yeah.
People sleep on Wyoming.
That's kind of north, though.
It's Wyoming, Colorado. I thought Wyoming was Colorado, and I was like, what the fuck is this one?
I don't know.
Nope. That's it. So, don't sleep on Wyoming. That's what I say. Adam?
Yep.
What's going on in your life?
Oh, we went over this. Like nothing.
Adam?
I talked to Tyler today a little bit.
T-Ty?
Yeah, we didn't actually get to do a interview like he had wanted, but...
oh, okay.
Yeah, he's running a little bit late because of a rehearsal thing that he had going on. But
yeah, that's going to be the Art of Burlesque podcast.
Yeah.
Adam's an expert.
I am totally not an expert.
No, but you're going to get the non-expert opinion.
Exactly. I'm gonna be the non-expert on the Burlesque podcast.
And you're going to find out what it's all about.
The Art of Burlesque.
It's on the Little Podcast Network.
Yep.
Speaking of little podcasts, Comic-Con.
Yep.
Fucking 10 minutes about your favorite movie panel is already over.
Is it?
Should have went. It was on Friday.
Yeah. Today, you mean?
Yep. Right now.
Okay.
Whoa! Adam, fourth wall. You're breaking it. This episode's going to come out on a Sunday or a Monday.
Wow.
Whenever I get around to it, so... That happened last weekend. Oh. Alright. Back to the reality. Whoops, there goes gravity. Mom spaghetti. Alright,
Okay, Eminem.
Well, you made me go there. Adam?
Yeah?
Let's talk about a video game.
Okay.
Persona 5.
Ah, yes.
The trailer came out this week for Persona 5. I'll put it on the webpage. I'll put a link.
Do. Oh, so good.
So people can find that. Persona 5 trailer. So Persona 3, I'm not going to go past 3 into the back because I didn't really know anything about it. So Persona 3 came out the PS2, kind of a cool RPG where you're a high school student who gets transferred to this weird school where some stuff's going on at night and you're trying to figure it out while attending classes. It's kind of a neat balance of, you know, a cool, like, supernatural kind of horror-ish story with some nice, you know, combat and leveling mechanics. RPG stuff, and then also some neat storyline stuff with attending school, doing social stuff. So that's pretty badass. And then 4 came out. Basically kind of the same premise, but a different location. You know, school, kids getting together, kind of like Scooby-Doo style.
Yep.
Getting together to solve the mystery of what's going on in town.
This time it's the Midnight Channel.
The Midnight Channel. Yeah, so that game is really badass and awesome.
It
and
is.
Everyone should play it. And it's fun, got great music, great look, great art, great story, like high school Japan slice of life, but also cool, like murder mystery.
Yeah.
So it's all there. And so the sequel coming out on next gen, and boy is it coming out next gen.
Yeah.
Because goddamn does that not look good.
It does.
And
look
then
good.
the trailers.
It looks very good.
So they finally released their teaser, or not a teaser, but actually a full trailer for the game with gameplay footage, and boy does it look incredible.
It does.
It's, you know, the anime style looks so good in the new engines on the new consoles. I'm assuming it was PS4 that was being shown.
Yeah.
Is it backwards? Is it going to be on all the old ones?
I think it's going to be on PS3 and 360 as well.
Okay, so it'll be compatible, but the PS4 version will be what you want.
Yeah, definitely.
And so what do you think the story is in this one? It looks kind of the same.
It's hard to tell. Yeah, there's definitely high school students. But there's like, it seems like
you might be the evil one,
or you might be the persona too.
Yeah, you might have something evil inside you because there was kind of a weird demon face on the main character that like appeared when he was like changing.
Well, normally like you summon personas and stuff, but it looks like you maybe transform in this one.
Okay.
And also they do appear to be doing like a shitty like break-in or thief style thing or something.
Were you sneaking? I think that's just sneaking up on monsters in the dungeons.
Oh, is it? Maybe?
Yeah, okay. I think it's more of a you can sneak around inside dungeons now instead of just walking down corridors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also they have like this weird mask thing going on, which seems kind of shady.
Tuxedo Mask.
Yeah. Pretty much.
He's back.
He is back.
And kicking ass.
It does look really cool, though.
Yeah.
And, yeah, the other thing I noticed is, I guess when they're in the fight that you see them in, they appear to be fighting personas.
Yeah.
Like, they were fighting like the Sandman, which is normally something that you would summon, but they're fighting it instead, so
maybe you're a bad guy.
Maybe, because you have, like, shadow eyes, too, at the end, which is, I don't know, it'd be interesting.
It seems really neat, so I'm looking forward to that. I don't know.
And John, them menus.
Oh, my. Yeah, they showed, like, the menu style, and it looks like just, like, a painting that's, like, animated.
It looks incredible.
Yeah, the game is just... I mean, they all have been this way. They just drip with a style, like an art style that's just... Oh,
it's great.
It's so good. Even if you're not into Japanese, like, RPGs, it's just... They transcend, like, genre, basically, and the quality.
And there's guns, apparently, too.
Yeah, gotta have guns.
Weapons and guns. Like, not just...
Okay.
Yeah, so I guess you have, like, your main character's weapon, and they all have a gun, too. So
okay.
I don't know how that works, but...
That sounds cool.
Yeah.
Well, Adam, sounds great.
Music is good.
Music's good. Yeah.
Can't wait.
What do you think? What do you think would happen in like where we grew up in high school? What if this was going on in Darlington, Wisconsin in 2000? Let's say 2002.
Yeah. Okay.
My sophomore year, your junior year.
Yeah.
2002, 2003 year. So I can drive.
All right.
I can shut up and drive, as Rihanna would say. And
we would just all go to the local Junes and...
we'll go to the local... where's the local hang spot? My basement.
Yeah, or Walmart in Platteville.
Okay, so we all go to the Walmart in Platteville. So everyone drives 20 minutes away from the high school.
Exactly.
To go to the Platteville Walmart and hang out in the fucking toy section, throwing bouncy balls around.
Exactly. That's probably where we get our weapons too. We get our weapons from the sports section.
Oh yeah, the sports section. So you know, I got like an aluminum baseball bat.
Right.
You got a golf club.
Sure.
What else is there? Who else would be joining us from our high school?
Maybe Matt Raleigh.
We gotta have Matt, our friend Matt. My brother.
Your brother.
Yeah. Probably Matt's brother too, Jake.
Yeah.
We'd all be there.
Yep.
Arming up. Boy, you know, someone could get a rifle, like an air rifle, not an air rifle, but like a 22, like the cheap or shotgun. Something they sell at Walmart, which is crazy when you think about it. Walmart sells like guns,
sports guns.
It's just crazy. Eric can have a machete. They got machetes there. Mm-hmm. You know, we got the whole deal.
Jake would have like a length of chain.
You could just be chain man. You don't even need to go to Walmart to get that, man. Like, I don't know. Walmart's got the best chains.
That's right.
All right, so you got Eric will have a machete. You got a golf club. I got an aluminum bat.
Yeah.
Matt's got I don't know what Matt has. A shotgun.
Shotgun.
And Jake has a chain. You know, gotta have someone with a gun. Because you can use it as a bat too. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. The gun. You get big solid shotgun, walnut stock.
If Persona 5 is any indication, maybe George would be part of the team too.
Oh, the cat?
Yeah.
No, not George. Because that's Persona 5. We gotta have something different. Dog. What about Buster?
Yeah. Still don't know his name.
What's your dog's name? Boomer?
Boomer. He's dead now, but yeah.
But he was alive then.
He was alive then.
In high school, 2002. Yeah. So Boomer's the dog who turns into like an anthropomorphic anime man.
Yeah.
Because that's what happens with Teddy. I'm assuming in this version of Persona that happens as well. Where he's only like in the spirit world is a weird dog thing, but in the real life he's a human, or he's a talking dog, basically. Got going on.
Yeah.
What's the murder mystery that happens though in our town that causes like everyone to be out at night?
Probably farm equipment is killing people.
No. Ooh. Okay. That's
like
one.
Shadows are like, you know.
I'm saying this.
Yeah.
The Pecatonica River. Things are coming out of the river at night.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then like it'll turn out that like the farmer up the river is doing like demonic sacrifices to cows and throwing them in the river when he's done. So like the latent evil energy is traveling down the river into the city. So at night, like, you know, negative energy causes like normal things to go weird and weird creatures to show up, and people just don't go out at night.
All right. I can see that.
We arm ourselves, you know, and we're like, all right, we got to find out what's going on down by the fairgrounds at night. Mm-hmm. You know, and we do our little trip around the fairgrounds. Jake chains a few people. Eric machetes a bomb. What was it? What are some of the monster names that show up in that game?
Monster ones are, I don't know. Those are nuts.
You learn some. What are the weird spells that you learn called in those games? Like
Garu.
Oh yeah, Garuna.
Augie.
Yeah, fire. Agiara or weird
Bufu?
shit like that.
Bufala.
Get some motherfucking Bufala in that bitch.
Yeah.
That's ice magic, son.
That's right. Zeo.
Zionga. Yeah. Some Zionga.
Zeodine.
What do you use with your golf club? You're electric then.
I'm electric.
Yeah, people get electrocuted with golf clubs all the time.
Yes, true.
In golf. Same with aluminum bat, but I'll be fucking wind or whatever the fuck that one is.
Garu,
yeah. Because I'm swinging the bat, you know, creating some wind. I guess the chain would be better for wind, though.
Maybe.
I'll be Bufu. I'll be ice.
Yeah.
Ice them up and break them with the bat. Mm-hmm. They call me the Batman. Wait, I think that's trademarked. All right. Yeah. So that's the world, and it would turn out who did it.
Who did it?
Who done it? Who's the guy?
I don't know.
It's got to be someone unassuming, you know, like you know, oh, it's Old Man Willikers, you know.
I was trying to think if there is an Old Man Willikers.
Was there? I don't know. Probably not.
No, it's Mandar, the Elf Man.
Mandar, the Elf Man. We've talked about him.
Yeah.
In like episode 10.
I know. It's
Mandar the Elfman, the delightful college student
Yep.
who worked at the Walmart, who would always try and sell us on Japanese RPGs.
Yeah.
What was the one that he was way into?
Like Clock Tower, maybe?
No.
Or was it...
Stupid JRPGs from the 2000s.
Are you sure it wasn't Clock Tower?
No. Oh my god, what was it? It was some weird JRPGs.
Yeah.
I'm finding it.
Okay.
List of Japanese role-playing games, because...
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of those.
Okay, this is a large list.
PS2, I think it was.
It was not fantasy. I feel like it was some weird, like, modern near-future, kind of like...
Modern near future.
It was like World War I, almost, JRPG. Was it something weird like that?
Valkyria Chronicles?
No, this was PS2 era.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I thought it was Clock Tower.
I'm gonna look up PS2 JRPGs. We gotta find this.
All right.
Adam, you keep vamping. Vamp away. What's going on in the world? We got personas.
Something wrong with
What does your
the
persona
world
look like,
today.
Adam?
I don't know what it is.
You gotta, like...
Let's see. They went with, like, the Japanese gods for PS4, or for Persona
Okay.
4. So maybe we'll go with, like, the Greek ones. Let's say I got Zeus.
Okay. Like Electric Zeus. So if I'm
Yeah.
Ice, who am I? Like the Ice Queen?
Hades, maybe?
Oh, yeah. Lord of the Dark.
Yeah.
Why are we Greek gods?
No, because they stick with, like, a pantheon type thing, kind of with the... A lot of the
Okay.
personas are, like Amaterasu is, like, a Japanese fire goddess or something. Like that.
Okay.
So, most of theirs...
All right.
The Inuzami or whatever is also Japanese pantheon.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
It looked actually like they based Persona 5 on like the Christian one, I guess, because
Okay.
this is how far I am into it. IGN has a trailer rewind thing that was like 20 minutes long, where they go and like look at every fucking thing in the trailer. And I guess one of the screens has a bunch of the different like names of what are probably the personas, and they're like a list of 7 deadly sins. And there's like one associated with each of the characters, so it sounds like each of their personas is going to be based on like a deadly sin.
Adam, I got it.
You do? What is it?
Shadow Hearts.
Shadow. Yeah, you're right. You're totally right. It is Shadow
Because
Hearts.
it takes place during the Depression in the U.S.
Oh yeah.
It's like World War II era U.S.
Okay, you're totally right.
JRPG.
Yeah. Shadow Heart, man.
Yeah,
God.
role-playing game.
Was it Shadow Hearts or was it Shadow Hearts 2?
No, Shadow Hearts 2 was 2004. So
Okay.
I think this was was 2002. It came out in the U.S.
Okay, that's right.
This is
That sounds
about the right time period.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Shadow Hearts.
yeah, it's World War One. Yeah, finds himself thrown into the conflicts prior to World War One. He must save the world, the woman he loves, from
I
destruction.
can't believe you remembered that much about that.
I just
fucking
remembered
game
it was
that
some weird World War One JRPG, and it's totally Shadow Hearts. And then there's Shadow Hearts Covenant, which came out as a sequel. Apparently, they're well loved because the websites I'm reading talk about how deep and complex and interesting they were. So
Interesting.
missed out on those. You know,
Probably would've liked
should have
it.
listened to Mandar.
Should have listened to Mandar, yeah.
That's it. That's the episode title.
Should have listened to Mandar.
Should have listened to Mandar.
Man. I like the idea of him as the villain, though. That's
Oh yeah, he's the villain. Turns out, because he was like, when we would visit up there, he'd always be like, "Hey, you guys, you should try out this," and he's like trying to distract us. You know what I mean? He's like, "Hey, I hear this game's pretty cool," and then we would spend time playing like, of course, hours and hours of the game would be just us in my basement playing WCW versus NWO Revenge with our created characters.
or Smash Brothers.
Or Smash Brothers Melee on the GameCube. Yes.
Yeah,
That was pretty much all we did in high school. Which, was great. Looking back. It was all good.
Yeah, it's like Social Link Up. Playing like,
That's exactly. Played Jigglypuff in
right.
and totally owned friends who were pissed off about it. Anyway, that was fun. God.
That's fine.
It's bringing back memories.
I know, yeah.
Oh man. So that's what would happen if we personified our world. Adam,
Yep.
you got anything else to talk about? I got one thing.
Okay. Yeah, let's go with that then.
Let's go. Oh, you got a thing? All right. I'm safe. Let me. Now I have to bring it up, which is going to take longer because I thought maybe I still have it up. Let me search through my tabs. I totally do. Adam,
Yes.
it's a new section of the podcast I want to start up.
Mm-hmm.
Adam, survival tips.
Okay.
We did this a long time ago, right?
Did we?
On the podcast. Adam,
Uh-huh.
the complete worst case scenario survival handbook. Adam Ham survives.
All right.
So this is Adam Ham survives. How to survive. Adam Ham in how to survive a high-rise hotel fire.
Oh, God.
Adam,
Yep.
you're in a hotel on business. Mm-hmm. Indiana, going to some conference, learning
Okay.
about, I don't fucking know what you learn about, A+ certification or some bullshit like that.
Sure.
You're just like, all right, gotta get certified. I'm a certified G, not a certified
And
A+.
you can't teach that.
You can't teach that. Well, actually, you can. Teach A+ certification,
Well, yeah.
but G you can't teach.
You can't teach.
That's right. It's and a bona fide stud, of course.
Yes.
So, Adam, you wake up in the middle of the night. I'm just going to play the scenario for you. I want to hear what you're going to do.
All right.
You wake up in the middle of the night. Mm-hmm. You know, you were dozing off to the free HBO,
All right.
you know, watching fucking Girls.
Sure.
Episode was on. You weren't really paying attention, but it was something on. Still on the TV. You know, it's fucking late night, so some weird Tommy Pshno porno is playing. Some softcore that you didn't even expect would be on TV.
That is such an inside joke.
It's a big callback to our lives.
Wow, that's excellent. Okay.
A high school trip,
You caught me off guard with that one.
watching an HBO softcore porn that we didn't realize was a softcore porn until it happened.
Until it happened, yeah.
Literally, the scene in this movie, and I want to find out what the fuck this movie
Oh,
was. 'cause
yeah,
now that we're talking
totally.
about it. There's somehow we have to find this out.
Yeah.
But it was this fucking softcore porn. It was on HBO or Cinemax or whatever cable channel they had. We were staying in this hotel in high school on a school trip, and we're watching HBO, and it's like this weird movie, and this guy, and like he goes into this like room, and this girl's like, Tommy! And he slaps her in the face, and it's hardcore fucking.
Yeah.
We're just like, what
Whoa.
are we watching? Like, what happened in this movie where it seemed like a normal movie and just hardcore boning? Like,
funniest-
violent boning.
Oh, God. The funniest thing was, like, you guys had, like, saw it coming, and I was like, no.
Oh, yeah, because I was like, oh, fuck, this is a fucking porn. And I was like, no, slap. And we were like, oh, yeah. And I was like, what? God damn. Dude, yeah, that's it, man.
Oh, man.
Odyssey of the Mind.
Yes.
High school trip to world finals.
That certainly opened my mind a bit.
Yep. That was a seminal moment in Adam's childhood. Open the doors to knowledge
Yeah.
of slap rape, which is basically what it was.
It totally was. Oh, man.
But I don't know if that could have been a softcore porn, because I don't think softcore porns have rape scenes in them.
Yeah, they might.
Was it a rape scene, though? Or did she, like, get into it after a while?
You know, I don't remember that detail.
Because I feel like if I remember that movie correctly, it wasn't a softcore porn, because it felt like it was filmed like a movie, it felt like. And there was, like,
Yeah.
a gun scene later, remember?
Yeah,
Remember
yeah.
where he's, like, walking in that kitchen and, like, literally everyone is shot and killed?
That's right. That's why I thought it wasn't a porn at first, because I was...
But
yeah.
But it was showing way more sex than you would see.
Than
I
you
don't
would
know.
expect. Yeah.
Maybe we were just impressionable, like,
be.
you know, 16, 15, 16, 17-year-olds, and seeing that much skin was like, this is a porn.
Yeah.
And maybe this is just a hard R movie.
Yeah.
But all I remember is a
Maybe.
lot of banging and killing in that movie. So, because I don't know many softcore porns to have, like, gun battles in them.
The best part is, like, when we were competing, we used that as, like, a warm-up, too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. And nobody else knew it except for the three of us.
I know.
Because we, like, get your hands in, and we go, 1, 2, 3. Tommy. Psh, psh,
Whoa!
and we'd all raise our hands out. And we did that in front of teachers and shit.
We did.
That was some awesome bonding going on there.
Yeah, it was good.
All right, Adam. So you wake up. Tommy. Psh, fire alarm's going off. Yep. Your room seems normal, but the fire alarm's going off. What do you do?
All right. Check for smoke.
Go back to sleep.
No.
And die.
No.
There's no smoke. You don't see any smoke.
Okay. I head straight for the door, and then, before opening it, I tap it to see if it's hot.
Oh, Adam, the first step. Feel your hotel room doorknob with the back of your hand.
Yep.
The doorknob is hot to the touch. Go to step 2. All right, Adam. Guess what?
It's hot?
Hot to the touch.
Okay. I go to the bathroom.
Yep.
I wet a towel.
Okay. You're all right. Yep.
And wrap it around my mouth. Then I search for my possible exits. I go to the window.
Okay. Adam?
Staying low.
This is right. All right, you're doing well here.
Okay.
Adam, I'm going to give you some points here. Let's just rack your survival score up here. You want to also partially fill the bathtub with cold water, just to have a lot of water in case the water does end up going out.
Sure,
but you do want to wet a towel and put it around your mouth and face to shield you from the smoke inhalation.
Yep.
Since in this version of the situation, you'll not open the door and check to see if there's smoke in the hallway. But it's hot, so you know something's going on.
Okay.
Do not open the door. What do you do? What do you do with those wet towels, Adam?
I put it around my mouth.
Yep.
I stay low, and I head towards the window.
Okay. You head towards the window. Okay. Adam,
Okay.
smoke starts coming in from underneath the door.
I look out the window. Is like, how high up am I? Am I high?
You're high up. High rise, man.
high, right? Okay.
Okay. You're like 20 stories up.
I open the window.
Okay. So the smoke's coming in. You got to turn the air conditioner is churning the smoke up. It's making it smokier because it's circulating the air in the room more.
I'm
Gonna want to turn that air conditioner off, Adam.
Sorry, I didn't know it was on. You didn't tell me it was on.
Well, Adam, I know you sleep with the fans on. Okay. Okay, so you go to the window?
Yep. I open it up.
Okay. What do you do? You're high up. There's no this is a hotel room, so the window's kind of open, but there's no balcony or anything out there.
I'm gonna start waving outside and see if I can get people's
signaling
attention.
with a towel. Ding,
Yes.
ding, ding. There you go. Adam. If you want to stop some of that smoke, you could build a tent of sheets around the window.
Okay.
To kind of protect you from the inside, to keep your head outside.
All right.
But Adam, nobody's outside.
Okay.
Adam, you're not seeing anyone. The smoke and the air in the room is getting worse. You're getting lower and lower.
All right.
You don't see any rescue forthcoming. What do you do?
I'm gonna try to. I can't really make ropes out of the sheets to go that far, probably. But I'm still gonna do that. I'm gonna try to gather my sheets, form a rope tied to something sturdy, and maybe see if I can climb down at least a few floors. Maybe get in a lower window below the fire.
What are you gonna attach this rope prison escape ladder to?
Something solid that's bolted to the wall, preferably.
Okay, so like the bed,
Yeah.
usually kind of bolted down
Sure.
in an apartment in these.
I'll tie it off there.
All right, Adam. Let's just say you're not getting a long enough cord to go out the window.
Okay.
It's just not going to work. Smoke's coming in. What are you doing?
At that point, if nobody's around outside, that's probably when I try to put a wet towel around the doorknob and hide behind it as I open it.
Okay. Bad idea.
Bad idea.
Smoke and fire billow into the room even more excessively, and you're going to suffocate.
How much fire are we talking about?
We're talking suffocation levels. It's not the fire that kills you, Adam.
It's the smoke.
It's the smoke in the air. Adam?
Yep, my dead.
You're doing okay. You survived a lot longer than I expected.
Okay.
But you're going to die unless help comes. You maybe survive long enough for firemen to start to get up to the top levels.
Yeah.
Because, Adam, be aware, ladders and fire trucks generally can only reach to the 7th floor of buildings.
That's a scary
Consider booking rooms below that level in the future. It suggests kick through the walls.
I was thinking about going, but...
Suggests that closets are the best places to break through because they usually have the thinnest walls. And try and knock on walls to hear hollow sounds to get around the studs. But usually, maybe the next room will have more access to a stairwell or something. Who knows? Otherwise, you could try kicking through the floor below you by throwing stuff on the floor, try and get down.
I think that would be a rough custom.
Well, you're going to die otherwise. It actually does say to try and climb down with a rope ladder of some sort of sheets.
Yeah.
To use square knots, of course. Which is the
I'm not
best
trying to
way
know how to make a square knot, but sure.
It's Adam.
Is it just like two?
It's the first
ties?
step in tying your shoes, but you do it twice.
Twice. That's what I thought. That's what I was going to use. Yeah. Okay.
Lower yourself into the first one floor only, basically. So that's a last resort.
Okay.
In your case, it didn't work out, but. Poolside rooms are likely to be inaccessible to ladder trucks, so you're going to want to try and book an outside room. That's it, really. And also, when you get into a hotel, think about it this way. Count the doors between your room and the nearest fire exit. Know where your fire exits are every time you go to a new place. Adam, that's it.
Okay.
You survived, Adam.
Yeah, pretty good, yeah.
You lasted long enough and didn't breathe enough smoke that the firemen were able to get up to you in time.
Yeah, at the end there, it's just a mad dash to the fire.
There's really literally nothing you can do at that point.
Yeah.
It's no way out. Might as well open the door and hope there's not too much fire and I can bolt to the stairwell.
Okay.
And you made it halfway down the hallway. Passed out, but, they were able to see you. Dragged you to safety. Adam,
Right.
you survived.
Woo!
We'll see what happens next week.
Yeah, all right.
Survivor Man Adam. All right, that's all I had, I think, for this episode. If you have anything else.
No,
I
think I'm...
You got a story? You got nothing?
No, I got nothing.
We can move on.
All right, let's do that.
I don't want to make a super long episode again.
Yeah, I was going to say, we don't really do.
We're already
Hour and a half
going.
in.
We've already been going for an hour and a half here, I think.
Yeah.
So, all right, Adam. So you want to call it up? Call it up. What's the podcast? Where can you find the podcast, Adam?
You can find the podcast at bornintheeighties.net.
It's the website. You can
That's the
send
website.
us comments there.
Emails, requests, whatever.
Anything on the website. You can do
Latest
it.
werewolf news.
Yep. Hell yeah, werewolf news. Oh man, we should do more werewolf news. I got a fucking intro for that too. I never use it.
Yeah.
You know what, Adam? Turns out not a lot of werewolf news.
Yeah, not a lot. You can also find
Unfortunately.
us on littlepodcast.com,
That's correct.
Stitcher, Internet Radio,
Yep.
and of
SoundCloud.
course, SoundCloud. No, not really.
I thought you were doing that.
I was, but we ended up with some rights issues with some of the music in the early episodes.
Really?
Yeah,
That's weird.
yeah. So I can put like maybe 11 on probably, but
Wow.
we'll see. about
Really?
that. Yeah,
Rights issues
rights issues because
for like the 20-second clips.
Yeah, they use software to scan that kind of stuff. So.
That's fucking bullshit.
Yeah, kind of.
Come on.
Unfortunately, we did not have express written permission for those. So.
What the fuck ever.
Um.
You know what the worst part about that shit is it's totally not even artists making these claims.
Oh, yeah.
It's just literally companies whose jobs it is to digitally search shit to make claims
Right.
without anyone even caring. So nobody may even care. It's just you got unlucky with some sort of search algorithm.
That is the case.
Yeah.
And of course, iTunes, where please sub, like, subscribe, review
Sub and
us.
subscribe are the same thing.
Huh?
Nope, nothing. Leave
Like
us a review.
Like us on Facebook. Subscribe on iTunes.
Facebook's a good place to get the episodes.
Share us on whatever, Tumblr.
Tumblr. Put out your Tumblr blogs.
Yep. And,
Check out this shit from the episode.
Give us a review. 5 stars. Leave a comment.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Awesome we are. Yep.
Yep. All right.
Join the discussion.
Foursquare. Discuss. DISQUS.
Yeah.
What other shit app? Tweet us.
Tweet us.
Hashtag 80s podcast.
Sure.
Join the hashtag start a revolution.
Yeah.
Hashtag 80s spring instead of Islamic spring, or what was that called? Arab spring?
I don't even know.
Instead of Arab spring, it's 80s spring coming up. It's a movement.
Don't think we need that hashtag.
Born in the 80s will overthrow a despotic Middle Eastern leader.
Yeah, we'll get right on
That's
that.
a goal for the year.
Comment if you want us to do that.
Put a comment on the episode.
Yeah.
Please take out Bahrain. I don't even know what's going on there, but we'll get on it.
Yep.
We will help you. Mm-hmm. Only you can prevent dictatorships by getting Born in the 80s on the case.
Yep. We'll
All right.
use our Krav Maga skills. And,
That's right, which I'll be training in.
Yeah.
Krav Maga and Dragon style. No.
So,
I want to go Dragon style. Might as well shoot for
right.
the moon.
okay. So give us a couple years to learn
Yeah,
that.
give us 5 to 10 years
Yeah.
for me to be, oh, fucking Jesus, 40. Oh, no. I'm going to be old, man.
Yeah.
I'm
you all
feeling
are.
it.
Yeah.
30. It's coming up this year. You're already there.
Yes, I'm there.
But you're just barely there.
I'm over the hill now. I'm past it. I'm just like,
You're past prime.
yeah, I'm
Logan's
riding,
Run, you'd be gone.
sliding the hill of decline right towards, whatever.
What's up? Wait, the Hill of Decline? That a location?
Yeah. This location
All
is
right.
me now.
All right, Adam. That's going to do it. Stay tuned
Yep.
for wrestling news. Breaking news from Madison, Wisconsin. Wrestling News Podcast with John the Hammer Rowe.
And
Adam.
the Johnner Ham.
Yes. Oh, shit, son.
Yeah.
So you caught up on wrestling, huh?
Well, kind of. I caught up on NXT.
Did you watch the Rumble?
I watched the Rumble.
Okay. You heard the chorus of boos.
Watched a bit of for this is last week's Raw, like a teensy-ish bit.
Uh,
I read a little bit about what happened in it.
Watch the Daniel Bryan Seth Rollins match.
I did watch-
that match is awesome.
I did watch most of that. It was really good.
Oh God, those two are.
It was pretty good.
They
By
cut
the
some
way,
stuff out too for the Hulu version. but-
also the Rumble, that elbow drop you're talking about. Oh my God, John.
Oh, I fucking know.
My God.
Poetry. That was Macho Man level.
It was
elbow
amazing.
drop.
It was incredible.
So Seth Rollins is incredible.
that entire
And-
match was incredible.
Yep. Yeah, one of the best matches in a long time.
Yeah,
Dave Meltzer, the giver of Wrestling Observer newsletters, stars and matches, 4.75.
Nice. Yeah.
Highest rated WWE match in pretty much a year, I think, since Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania.
I'm sure.
So, yeah, some incredible shit going on there, and I loved it. Mm-hmm. And then they just shoved Roman Reigns down everyone's throats. And
Yeah, I don't know. I can't work myself up to.
oh no, neither can I. I
Get
can
upset
get
about
mad
that.
because everyone knew it was going to happen, and they didn't do anything to make it exciting. It was
Yeah.
just, you guys know how the story ends. We're just going to play it out, and it was just boring. That was my main problem, is that they just made it boring.
You
They
know-
could have made it more interesting by having Bray Wyatt near the end.
Yeah.
You know, like someone legitimate.
I'm just gonna take a moment here to express my deep love for Dean Ambrose once again. It had been a while since I'd actually seen him that much because he hadn't been doing a whole lot of
Yep.
stuff. My God, he was awesome in the Rumble.
Yeah.
And that fucking moment, it almost brought a tear to my eye when it's like the last four people squaring off. He just
Yeah.
like grabs Reigns' head and like this like the forehead thing.
Yep.
It just I was like, ah,
I know, still brothers.
I know. It just made me feel nice, all and warm inside.
There were some good parts in the match, but it just was overall just like as soon as Bryan was out,
Yeah.
it was just you knew who was going to win, and it was like, why didn't they just have him last a while?
Yeah.
And then you've just been questioning it the whole time. And then, because it just lost, as soon as Daniel Bryan's tossed, the crowd's dead.
Yeah.
And I've heard a lot of people talking about this, and Daniel Bryan is in no way in danger of never being a top card star.
No, not.
Because they know. I mean, he gets a ton of merch. He sells a ton of merch. People love the chant. People like the guy because he's the ultimate underdog. He's got a unique look, and he's a great wrestler.
Yeah.
He's always going to be doing well. Like, he cemented that when he fucking main evented the biggest show. How many people do that? Not many.
Yeah.
You know, so he did it, all right?
Yeah.
He's going to be fine. And anything else is just a work from the WWE to get crowds thinking, oh, we don't believe in the guy. Because, you know what? You know, whatever. But I would like to comment on people being mad that people get mad over Daniel Bryan not winning. There's a reason why people get mad. Because the WWE conditioned us to be this way. The whole Yes movement last year was predicated on them purposely having him put down and thrown out of matches and losing his title shots. So when he actually reaches the mountaintop and then falls down due to injury, you have to expect fans to be desperate. Because they made us desperate last year. They put us through the ringer, the emotional roller coaster last year of him, you know, not being in the Rumble, then making the Elimination Chamber match, but then getting interfered with by, you know, Kane and Triple H. You know, it just...
Yeah.
It built it up to the point where you were desperate to see Daniel Bryan win. And so when he comes back, people still feel like they have to fight for the guy. You know what I mean? Because of how much the WWE made you fight to get Bryan into the main event. So you can't expect people to not be mad because of that. It's just the way you booked it last year. People are just expecting him to get buried like he was, and they don't want that to happen again.
It's not going to. Though.
It's not going to. I mean, obviously, they put him in a match with Reigns that he's going to probably 98% chance of him losing to Reigns, but they're going to have him, you know, wrestle a really good match with Reigns, and Reigns is going to look really good, and everyone's going to be like, man, that was a really good match from Reigns, and, you know, you're going to feel like it's more possible. So I think they'll be fine, and Daniel Bryan will get to wrestle someone awesome.
Yeah.
And it'll be cool. So I don't know. I think that's going to work itself out.
Yeah, and the Bryan and Rollins match was good. It was.
Oh man, he's just so good.
Yeah, I mean they both are. They're both really good.
They're both so good. And you watch. I don't know. You didn't really watch a lot of indie stuff. Neither did I. But I've gone back. Ring of Honor, epic rivalries between Daniel Bryan or Bryan Danielson at the time and Tyler Black, aka Seth Rollins. I mean, these two were bros, and you know, you see that in the documentary for Daniel Bryan's WrestleMania. You know, when they they had a lot of Seth Rollins talking about wrestling with him back in the day. So you know, they're old hands. You know. Mm-hmm. Speaking of two old hands, we can talk about NXT.
Oh my God. So yeah, I caught up on NXT.
Yeah,
it's been
man.
great.
It's the best show.
It is the best show.
And Triple H talked about it on his podcast, Stone Cold, in a way that I suspect is the way that we look at it, and we should look at it, is we know the audience for that show. So we book the show that way. And the audience is people that like good wrestling.
Yeah.
People that like old school wrestling, like storyline ways. None of this bullshit with, you know, girlfriends, cheating spouses, all this bullshit. It's just rivalries. You know what I mean? It's just people wanting to be the best, trying to make it to the top, you know, so they can get called up, you know? And so you get this good kind of sports rivalry feel. Like, and there's a lot of matches, where it's just like, you know, two friends fighting, and then at the end they can still shake hands. Like, that was a good contest. Yeah. And, so what do you want to talk about, I guess?
Well, I really wanted to talk about one thing, but it's kind of just the most recent episode, so maybe we go back a little bit further.
Okay.
I'm kind of disappointed by not seeing a whole lot of Enzo. Cass. Like, even just this recent one, they had, like, Carmella on, but I haven't seen Enzo and Cass do anything in a long time.
Well, Enzo's not a good wrestler, so the less of him wrestling is fine.
I guess.
Big Cass is pretty good. He's getting better. He's a big guy.
I have no idea who the fuck this fucking Buddy, what's his face, and Wilson Blake are.
Buddy Wesley. Murphy and Blake Murphy, or whatever the fuck
Wesley
they are. The Murphys.
Yeah.
Tag team.
Yeah.
They beat the Lucha Dragons.
Yes.
I think it's because rumor has it, to quote Adele.
Yeah.
Rumor has it that you're no good. That Kalisto will probably get called up sooner rather than later. So he may not be in NXT for much longer because they don't really have a Hispanic babyface that kids like.
Right.
And he is basically 80% Rey Mysterio. Yeah. So I could see that happening, bring him up.
I don't know. It's just like, I guess the Murphys have been on before in a while in the past, but
I think they just wanted to shake it up.
I understand that.
Let the jobbers get a title,
and then so weird to just have them come in and like steamroll everybody.
There's not a deep tag team bracket though.
There's not, but I don't know.
Because the Ascension's gone.
That's
so it's
true.
literally the Vaudevillains and the Lucha Dragons and that Blake and Murphy and the Ty Dillinger and the other guy. The two jobber teams and the two competitive teams.
Yeah.
So, so we'll see. I don't know.
I haven't. I don't know. I like seeing Enzo. Even if he's not wrestling. It's,
and he does come out, and he does some of the best shit ever.
Yeah,
and,
he does.
They talked about his story coming up.
Oh, yeah?
And supposedly he was working out in a gym and stuff, and, like, I don't know, somebody saw him, he had a unique look, and they were like, hey, you should do a tryout. And, he did a lot of promos, and they were just like, dude, we got you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was just like, he sent a tape of some YouTube promos he did and stuff.
Yeah.
And they were just like, this is worth checking out, So he was sold on his mic skills, which he is probably one of the best in NXT.
Actually, I haven't seen him wrestle that much, so I didn't know he was that
he's
bad.
He's not like women's divas in the main roster bad.
Yeah.
Like an Eva Marie bad. But he's also just kind of like, he's green. He's only been wrestling for like a year or two, so, it'll take him some time to get better. But, they're going to be great. And they'll continue to be awesome on NXT, and I'm sure they'll get called up eventually because they're just too good. Too much fun. To hear a crowd of 10,000 people chanting soft will be amazing. SAWT, soft.
I guess other than that, I've just been really, enjoying it, and even even the Diva stuff is great.
Yeah, I want to take a step to address something that Charlotte said in an interview one day.
Yeah,
was that her goal in wrestling is to main event a pay-per-view.
Yeah,
she wants a Divas match to be the number one match on the card.
Wow,
that's her goal for women's wrestling.
That's a good goal.
But you know what? You put her as a babyface versus Sasha Banks.
Yeah.
That's a fucking match, man.
Yeah.
They've put on some fucking matches, man. Like that takeover match they had.
Yeah.
Was incredible.
Even her and Bailey are really good too.
Bailey's a great face.
I like Bailey a lot.
Someone said Bailey needs to be brought up. And you could have her join up with someone like with Dolph Ziggler. They could be the all 80s team.
That'd be fucking awesome, actually.
You know what I mean? Like, just be pals. And because she's, there are not a lot of women baby faces. They have Paige right now, who's baby facing.
Is she now?
Oh, yeah. Okay. She's being picked on by the Bellas, who did an awesome thing. The women's division has gotten a lot better. Because the feud right now is Nikki Bella and Brie Bella are, Nikki Bella's champ, and they're calling out Paige for looking all pasty and white and lame. Yeah, I'm serious. But I mean, like, think about this. They're girls, and if you're a girl, that's what girls pick on each other about. Terrible shit. And guys do the same shit, but it's kind of the same idea. And she's feeling bullied by these two bullies who are the bad guys, and they actually came up after a match. And spray painted her with like spray tan.
Oh,
yeah, God. All over. And she was like really like she kind of did it after the match segment where she just felt really hurt. It was like, man, that's interesting. They're putting a real story behind this match, and they're gonna have a title match at Fastlane. Okay. So But I don't know. I think that's a really cool goal, and I totally could see it happening with Triple H and Stephanie McMahon taking over running the business.
Yeah.
I could see, especially Steph's been a big supporter of the women. Triple H has definitely been, so I think that's going to be awesome. And there's some of the best women wrestlers in the world on NXT, so
definitely.
That's pretty awesome.
I've been disappointed that, like, I shouldn't say disappointed. I've been fucking on my heels waiting for this goddamn Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens match.
You saw that promo?
Oh my god, yes.
They're playing it up just the perfect way. And I know, okay, I want to talk about this because these two got to get called up. They will be. They're too good at what they do, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. And they really connect with people. And Owens is a kind of a bad guy, but very much the way Stone Cold was. Like, fuck you, I'm going to do things my way kind of guy.
Yeah.
And Sami Zayn as, I'm just the super good guy. That has a winning smile and is a great wrestler. And, has the happy dance, jump out round theme, that gets the crowd pumped. It's perfect. And what they need to do, Adam, is Dusty and Erico. They need to bring them up as a tag team like they were originally in the Indies.
Yeah.
And just have them be a tag team for a while, get the belts, and have the epic breakup.
Yeah.
And it would be perfect. I guarantee you that they're planning that because it's too perfect. Because there's not a lot of tag teams, and they can tag team for a year on the card, get some exposure, get some fans, and then tell the story of how they've been friends forever, and now they tag team together on the world's greatest stage, and then just, after they've had the belts for a while and they lose them and they're still fighting, just, Kevin Owens just breaks Sami in half. Yeah. Like he did at TakeOver, and be like, I'm getting my own now, Sami.
I can definitely see that. Sounds awesome.
So good. Such a good story. And did you watch the Itami versus Finn Balor match?
That's what I was building up to. Because that was like the best match. Like, that rivaled the Adrian Neville, Sami Zayn matches I've seen. That was incredible.
Pure reso, as they call
artistry.
it.
Yeah,
that was pure Japanese strong style.
It was
like,
so good.
Just kicks, chops.
Oh my god! The final moves on Hideo
were
the most brutal
the drop
things.
Kick of doom.
Yes, and the fucking kick. The drop kick into the buckle, and then like the.
I want to watch it right now.
I know, it's amazing.
That match was incredible. And
it was incredible,
and it's interesting because when you saw Hideo Itami come out. And it was just kind of like, I don't know if he's going to be able to transition here to the U.S. style and with the new cameras and that. And, like, Devitt was always going to be fine. He's a unique performer. He's they're the same age. They're both 33. But he didn't have, he had some issues. I mean, he wasn't connecting, in a way that wasn't working. And that match sold me.
Oh, yeah.
What a fucking incredible story they told in that match. Just as JR would say, a slobber knocker. Yeah. Just two friends just competing for the championship shot.
And that's what I love. Like, at the end, they do the handshake and the hug, and then you see Adrian Neville there. Also that same type of, like, respectful type, skill dude.
Yep.
Like, shaking hands with Balor, and oh man, I'm so pumped to see that too.
They actually teased a feud for him with Prince Pretty, Tyler Breeze. Apparently, in like an after show YouTube clip, they had him talking, and Prince Pretty came in and just interrupted him and started kicking him. And was like, I should have made it up to that match, like. So I think that'll be kind of neat to have him feud with a different style of. I think he needs to. This is developmental.
I understand, but I'm more disappointed that I think they underused Tyler Breeze, man.
He's new. They know what they got with that guy. They need to wait for Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn to get called up, and then Prince Pretty will be the reigning glam champ.
I'm so tired of this goddamn Baron Corbin shit, though.
I want to give Baron Corbin props because
Yeah.
Fucking A, he actually wrestled a full match.
He did,
with
yeah.
actual near falls and actual like moves. I mean, maybe that was the incredible talent of Adrian Neville carrying him through the match.
He didn't actually do a whole lot in that match, really.
No, but he told the story the way it needed to be told
it's
for the
true.
match to work.
I can't fault him for that.
I agree, though. I'm tired of it. And you know what?
And the fact that they had to have Bull Dempsey out there, like fucking throwing the pole to make Adrian. Come on.
You know what the sad thing about that and why you don't like it is because that's what all regular Raw, SmackDown, WWE feuds are like.
It's true.
Where everyone gets protected finishes.
I know.
Everyone, gets interferences. There's, you know what I mean? It's like you can't just have someone lose a match. But he lost semi-cleanly.
Yeah,
he got interfered with, but he also took a finisher.
Yeah.
And, was knocked out. So it's not like it was some stupid DQ.
Mm-hmm.
It was.
Yeah, I will say that I think the way they did that was well handled, but I don't know. It's better, and even that shit is better in NXT than it is in Raw.
I know.
But they're trying to protect Baron Corbin's undefeated, like he destroys everything type thing, and
like Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns is undefeated.
Yeah, but the problem is
singles matches.
The problem is that he hasn't had like fucking squash matches like.
That's true.
Like Corbin had.
He's been wrestling. He's been wrestling Big Show, which is a different type of terrible match.
Yeah. I don't know, but
I did like that they threw the fans a bone with that casket match with Kane. And Daniel Bryan were like, Daniel Bryan is burying Kane to end their feud forever. So they're like very clearly acknowledging fans are tired of this, and let's just get. Right. And who's perfect to feud with? Daniel Bryan Ambrose, man. That's or Daniel Bryan Rollins.
Yeah.
That's a babyface heel combo I could get behind.
It is good.
And Bray Wyatt's getting built up to face Undertaker, it seems.
Still all this all like the shouts of better than Raw on NXT.
It's kind of the way it is,
It's
though.
so true. It's so true. It hurts.
And Lauren has gotten into wrestling in a big way.
Yeah.
And she loves NXT.
It's so good.
It's just good because she loves the women wrestlers because she's a woman.
Yeah.
And she loves Sasha Banks because she's fucking sweet. And she's like a badass. You know what I mean? And she's the boss. And it's cool. You know what I mean? And that's how you get another group of fans. People like have women that are badass wrestling, and women are going to think it's cool.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
My whole thing's been NXT's been incredible, and I love watching NXT.
And it's an hour. Oh my god. You watch it, you just sit down for 1 hour, watch some great wrestling with minimal bullshit promos.
Yep.
Just
and
matches.
Also just better storylines.
Yeah,
too.
well, because they're more traditional.
Yeah.
They're more like, let's have a rivalry,
and there's actually, like, continuity to them.
Yep. That's because they don't do shit on Raw where they'll do a storyline for a week and then be like, it sucks, pull it, and just never hear from it again.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But, I'm still excited for WrestleMania. I think
it'll be good.
All the pay-per-views are really good. For the most part.
90% of them have at least one good match.
Well, that's what I'll say. Like, you can, at least on a pay-per-view, you're guaranteed to get, like, probably 2 or 3 good matches. The weekly Raw is, you're not.
No, and I generally just kind of skim through it,
Yeah.
And you hear...
That's what I'm doing now. So.
I really hope that they do reverse and do Daniel Bryan versus Brock Lesnar.
I bet they won't, but
there are ways in which this could happen.
It could happen.
One of the ways it could happen is Brock Lesnar for sure isn't coming back, and Vince McMahon is kind of, as an FU to Brock Lesnar, have Daniel Bryan submit him with one of his submissions. So Brock Lesnar's career in the WWE ends with him submitting to the ultimate underdog, David to his Goliath. That's one way to do it, but right now it's 100% Reigns, I think, because they want him to be the next guy.
Yeah.
But also, I think I've heard the story is, regardless of whether or not he ends up main eventing this WrestleMania, they want him to be the next John Cena, which sucks.
Yeah.
Why do we need to have another next this guy? Make him his own guy that people like. I don't know. Maybe they'll do that. We'll see. But so it's going to be Lesnar Reigns. We're going to see Triple H Sting.
That'll be good. That'll be good.
Mm-hmm. That'll be good. John Cena versus Rusev for the U.S. champ. I think that is cool.
That will probably be a good match.
John Cena will be getting his first title he ever got back from the bad guy.
I would like Rusev's streak.
Rusev has never been pinned or submitted in the WWE. You know, if you want someone to do it, should be John Cena.
It should. Yeah.
Because you want your up and coming heel to be only beaten by the best to keep him strong.
That'll probably be a good match.
Possibly Randy Orton versus Seth Rollins. Right?
I would like to see some Orton. I want to see some Orton. And Seth Rollins, that works. Yeah.
Yep, because I think Orton's going to come back and face Seth Rollins in a, hey, you're the Authority's favorite guy now. Man, I used to be that guy, fuck you, and that's a good storyline. It's basically written, and those two are incredible.
But I don't know.
Well, it'll be a good match.
I like Randy Orton a lot. I just kind of wish they'd do that thing where he's on his own and just like fucking taking no prisoners.
Yeah, maybe they'll do it, and that's maybe the baby face he'll be, where he's just like, I'm just going to take out anyone,
Yeah.
And I'm a badass, and that's what Roman Reigns should be, to be honest.
Yeah.
Is just that type of baby face where he's just like, I'm going to, take out anyone I need to be the best.
It's just like Orton seems like this badass dude whenever he's out there doing his Apex Predator shit, and then he always comes whining to the goddamn Authority. And it just seems so weird to me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Undertaker Bray Wyatt.
That should be good.
Yes.
You think they're going to do like a power transfer?
Probably not.
Absorbing the powers of the Undertaker into his mystic lamp.
Yeah. I think, so that's going to probably happen. We're going to have Bad News Barrett versus Dean Ambrose probably for the Intercontinental title.
That should be good too. I've never really seen Barrett wrestle that much. I saw like one match of his maybe.
He was injured a lot last year.
Yeah. But I'm looking forward to seeing that.
This prediction thing I have still is predicting Sheamus versus Daniel Bryan, which was rumored because they wanted to turn Sheamus into a bad guy.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's going to happen because now.
I don't dislike Sheamus, but like.
Well, it sounds like Dolph Ziggler wants to wrestle Daniel Bryan.
That would be awesome.
In a let's put on the best match and put us near the end of the card kind of. I don't know. We'll see. Usos versus the Ascension for the tag champs.
My God.
Makes sense.
It does, but still, fuck.
And they're gonna do the Andre the Giant Battle Royal.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I think that they're gonna probably book Ziggler or Ryback to win it.
Okay.
Because they both have kind of been building up them, but nobody's really won anything off of it. So I think that's a possibility. And then I think they're probably going to do some sort of Divas 3-way just to get, or 4-way, Fatal 4-way, just to get all the, Divas in a match. And, it's probably going to be, Nikki and Paige, Natalia probably, she's always good. And then AJ Lee is going to be coming back soon, so she'll probably be in it. And, that's a pretty good card. There's a lot of good matches there.
For some reason I thought she quit or something.
No, her husband quit. There were rumors that she was, taking time off, but not for health reasons. But supposedly she got injured.
Ah, okay.
So because she got sprayed in the face by Nikki.
Yeah.
She sprayed some mace in her face during a match to win the title, which was ultra heel move. Which Nikki's been a really good heel, as in just being awful to people and win it. Which is the way to do it. If you want to be a real bad guy.
So she get a real face full of mace then, or?
No, it was that was just to write her off.
Okay.
She burned second-degree burn to her eye or something. So I don't know, something like that. Some sort of bad. Oh, it was conjunctivitis, toxic conjunctivitis they called it.
All right.
So she'll be back.
She's my favorite diva, I think.
She's so awesome.
Yeah.
Like you do a like who would I want to marry in WWE? It's AJ Lee. Jesus.
Oh yeah.
Her or Stephanie McMahon.
Yeah, Steph is awesome.
Holy shit. She's incredible.
She is.
Yeah, but AJ Lee's really fun.
I like to see her in more wrestling matches too. I mean, that probably won't ever happen, but.
Nah, I mean when you're she's the CFO, I think, Chief Financial Officer of the company. You're not going to be.
Who was it that she fought last year? Was it?
It was Brie Bella.
Brie, yeah, okay.
It was kind of a Daniel Bryan continuation, you know.
Yeah.
She stripped the title, and she was like,
this whole slap fight.
You got Daniel Bryan injured, and actually was a pretty awesome rivalry because it was just like, hey, you fucked over someone I care about, so I want to beat you up, and they kind of both like tricked each other because she showed up as a fan with the ticket, and then Steph slapped her and got Steph arrested, and there's an awesome moment where Triple H like had to go out to like confront somebody.
I remember that.
And he was just like,
that was great.
It was amazing because they're like backstage, and he's just like, oh, your wife's going to jail. I was like, I'll be right there, honey. I'll be right there. And then someone was like, hey, you got to go out there and talk, like you're booked for the next segment. He's like, it's going to take him like a half hour to get her booked. And like, I'll just get in that and I'll just go straight. You're like, right? He's like, that's okay, right? Like, I'll just go straight there after this. And they're like, yeah. It's just so funny, like leaving his wife in jail.
That was good. Yeah.
So, I think they could do more with her. And I was kind of weird that they didn't end up getting more than one match out of it, you know? So it's like, if you're going to train to wrestle, get 2 pay-per-view matches out of it, because that's going to bring eyeballs just to see the Stephanie McMahon, one of the, chief officers of the company wrestling, some people. But they blew it off in one match. Whatever. Set up the Bella feud that kind of sucked. But whatever. Because they didn't really have a build. So
I never really understood, like, that's another continuity thing. Like, when they had, like, Brie being Nikki's whatever.
Well, Adam, you got to watch Total Divas.
And then, like, all of a sudden they're cool with each other afterwards.
You got to watch Total Divas, then.
I'm sorry, Divas is not canon. I don't need to...
With that feud, it is canon, because in Total Divas, Nikki was mad at Brie for having her family talk to John Cena behind her back about her wanting to have kids, even though she wouldn't admit it to John Cena, and then they almost broke up because of it. So Nikki was mad that Brie was talking to John behind their back. So
I refuse to.
And then they became friends again after a while, and she forgave her. And Brie said she was wrong. She was. You don't go behind someone's back to talk to someone's significant other.
So wait, so Nikki is with. That's so weird.
Isn't
weird. It? Yeah.
Nikki and John Cena, a couple.
That is fucking weird. Like Nikki's probably. I don't know. Nikki's
you
probably
have to watch. At least a clip of John Cena from this season because he goes full on ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like he just starts at some trend that I guess started where he just wears outfits. Like him and Nikki had like a competition where they wanted to see who was like better at a bunch of stuff. Like it was a friendly competition. And so they did like a mini golf and John Cena comes out with like golf cleats and like a polo and like a bag full of like golf club putters, and like they do like a go-kart race, and he comes out in like an F1 bodysuit and helmet, and they do like a beer pong tournament, and he dresses up in this ludicrous frat boy outfit where he's got like a backwards baseball cap, pop collar.
Yeah,
you got. I guarantee you there's a YouTube clip of him just coming out in that outfit, and it's hilarious. And you learn from the show that, like, John Cena, there's a reason why everyone loves the guy backstage. Even people that get fired talk about how much they love John Cena.
Yeah.
Because he's so fun. He's a really funny guy. He's really smart. And he is really, like, there was an anecdote I heard, and I can't remember what wrestler it was. God, I think it was Ryback or something. Was going to lose his like match at a pay-per-view or something, and John Cena was like talking about it, and he was like to Vince McMahon, he was just like, hey, like we need something was going to run along, and John Cena was like, hey, you need 8 minutes, and John Cena went out there and like cut a longer promo so that the match would like get like cut so they could do the shorter match that they were gonna do with Ryback. And so it was like he totally saved his like spot on a pay-per-view for him. You know, he's just one of those guys that is just awesome. And you watch that show and you're like, how is he a human being? Like he just acts like a Superman in real life, and it's weird. And then Daniel Bryan, you get to see a lot of at home, and they have an awesome French bulldog that's hilarious. I don't know.
I just can't put up with the actual divas is the problem. Like, I don't want to deal with any of that diva bullshit.
Yeah. It sucks. Especially Eva Marie. She's the worst person.
Yeah.
She is awful, and I hate her. And, like, Cameron, you know, like...
I don't even know who either of those two are.
Okay, so Eva Marie is the red-haired diva who never wrestles and is, like, the worst wrestler on the roster by far.
Okay. Also
the highest-paid female wrestler.
Okay.
It's because she has fake tits and sells magazine covers.
Okay.
Because of her look. But anyway, Ariane, as she's known, or Cameron, as she's known in the WWE, was part of the Funkadactyls with Trinity. You know, the two Funkadactyls. I don't know who you knew they are, but she's a bad wrestler, but she's bearable on the show because she's a diva and does diva-ish things, but she's bearable because she's stupid. In, like, a funny way. Like, she's actually kind of funny because she does goofy, stupid shit all the time that's hilarious, so it's fine. Paige is on the Divas season now. Paige is incredible, and I want to marry Paige. She's so awesome.
Yeah,
she's awesome. So funny. There's a plot where Natty is, like, having issues with her husband, which was the dumbest part of the show, or one of the dumbest parts, because it's like... Why am I talking about this?
I don't know.
But anyway, she's having problems. So she goes to, like, Paige's, like, hotel party that she's having, and, like, Bad News Barrett's there, and all these people are there. It's kind of cool. And Natty eats a brownie, and Paige is like, there's weed in that brownie. And Natty flips out and, like spits it out and, like, throws it in the toilet and freaks out that she's going to get high, and she's like, I'm scared, and, like, because she's, like, 35 and a total square who owns, like, 3 cats. And, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's hilarious. And then, like, Paige is watching her freak out and is laughing and, like, you'll be fine, you know, it's fine, you'll be fine. And then, of course, she gets randomly selected for a drug test at work. That's obviously the reality show aspect. But she crashes her car, her rental car, into, like, a dumpster so that she can miss, like, the start of the show. But she does the pee test anyway because they, like, wait for her. And Paige is like, oh, by the way, I was joking. I didn't think you'd freak out like you did, you know? I just wanted to make a joke, you know? And it was... Paige is awesome like that, anyway. So, she's also 22. Wow. Crazy to think about.
Yeah, that is crazy to think about.
She's just good. She's, like, honestly one of the best women wrestlers on the card.
Yeah.
If not, like, the best. Her, Sasha Banks, and Ric Flair's daughter, Charlotte, are pretty much the best. AJ. Bayley's a lot greener than those guys, but Bayley's getting there, you know, so... I'm excited. Anyway, I think I'm all talked out.
Okay.
Well, that was a really good episode.
Yeah. Totally.
We'll catch you next week. Hopefully wrestling's good. Hopefully we'll be able to talk about TakeOver Rival.
Yeah, we will.
It's called TakeOver Rival. Mm-hmm. I'm going to put that promo on the website. I'm writing it down now so I remember.
Okay.
Put that Sami Zayn... Kevin Owens promo. And it's so good because it's so well acted.
Yeah.
Because it's just because Kevin Owens has that great heel aspect where he's not
give a shit.
He's not a villain. He just is there because he wants to break people's like necks. Basically, he's like, I am here to get what I deserve. Mm-hmm. I don't fucking care. You know, these people got called up before I did. For what reason? You know, I'm obviously... But, you know, he's just a good heel. Where he's, like, the confident badass heel.
Yeah, definitely.
And I really hope that we get to see him do some of his finishers that he hasn't been able to do. because one of his finishers is the package pile driver, which is a banned move because it can break necks. But I think they should let him do it. It's like the Tombstone is banned as well. Only Kane and Undertaker are allowed to do them because they've been doing them for decades. But I think they should let Kevin Owens do his package pile driver because it looks really good. It's a great power move because he lifts the guy up, and it's kind of like a package pile driver. It's kind of like a Tombstone, Adam. Mm-hmm. But you hook the arms up, and they're kind of like kneeling basically against you when you hit their head versus like straight up and down.
Oh, okay.
They face you, and they're like kneeling. They're
like a pedigree, kind of.
Kind of like a pedigree, but like with their body up against you. You like roll them up into a package. And
okay.
Them. Yeah, so it's like they kind of like curl up and you hold their legs and arms. Basically hook each arm and then grab the ankles so their head is between your knees. You know, but you're holding their entire body, and then you do it and drop them. And he also does the F5, which somebody else more important does. No offense, I love Kevin Owens, but Brock Lesnar's Brock Lesnar. So if Brock Lesnar leaves, maybe he'll get the F5, and I hope they do that. And they teased Hideo Itami doing the GTS. I think they're still worried that CM Punk could come back. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm just saying. I don't know if they're covering their bases and don't want to cross that road yet, but they need to.
Yeah.
It's a good move, and fucking Kenta, a.k.a. Hideo Itami, invented that shit, so let him do it.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, that's going to do it this week.
Yep.
We will catch you next week.
Adios.
Some info about that.